So, gentlemen, when last we left you guys, who remembers what you were doing? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was just good for that.
No, you guys had met up with the owner of the Tooth and Nail, Citrona Sabinus, to find her cousin Octavio, the lictor of the Order of the Torrent. After finding him in the Shrine of St. Senex, he agreed to join the Silver Ravens if you guys could do something for him in a way that would prove that you were more than just thugs who take to every problem with fist and steel. He asked you to break the remaining armigers of his Hell Knight Order out of captivity in the holding house, preferably by forging transfer papers. You guys did this, and miraculously, everything went according to plan. There were no hiccups. Everything went so well that you guys got outside and just like, that can't have worked just now, did it? But lo, it did. And as such, you waited a couple. The Armigers have officially joined the Silver Ravens, although they're a little beat up after their first mission. And Octavio has said that it will take him a week or two to. He's laying low for a week or two before he returns to the city to give. He said that it was to give Barzillai time to believe that he had probably fled the region and was no longer a concern, and then he'll sneak back into Cantargo. But other than that, you guys continued poking around for rumors and mapping out the sewers under the Villiger district. And that's relatively where we pick you guys up right now, in the middle of the week. You guys are, I believe, at the Long Roads Coffee House, and it is... What day of the week is it? It appears to be Wheel Day.
Now, this is day 6 of Icar laying low, I believe. If I have that count correctly, I believe the caravan left on...
Toil Day. Or,
Toil Day
sorry,
last
no,
week.
on Oath Day.
Oath Day of last week. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, also, another thing I want to clarify. Before we start... We had a discussion about Octavio's position as a recruiter in the Silver Ravens. Even though he's not here yet, he still counts as an ally and thus counts for that. But I looked over the rules again because we had the discussion about whether or not the recruiter would passively get you supporters anyway. Last session, we had a discussion and I decided no, but then over the last couple of weeks, I looked and saw the vast numbers of supporters that you're going to be needing for higher level stuff. So it might seem like a massive boost right now, but without it, it's probably going to be a hindrance at higher levels of rebellion action in future times in the campaign. So I have gone back to my original decision that yes, he does passively give you guys supporters as a recruiter, and I have re-given you the net plus 7 recruiters that he would have given you. So the rebellion is back up to 83 supporters. Because right now
we only have 83.
Yeah, well, right now you guys are. It takes a couple dozen between ranks, but at higher ranks it's going to take several hundred.
And then the treasury is what, like 10 times the
10 times our rank.
10 times our rank. Okay. It has to be above that, or else we start to lose supporters, right?
We hemorrhage supporters. Yeah.
Holy shit! We got to pump some money back in that bitch.
It's got a up until what, level 17 right now.
You guys have.
It's rank 7, and we have 811 in the treasury.
Yeah.
So 10 times is 70.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I was thinking 100 times. I'm a fucking moron.
We have a little over 100 times what we need.
Never mind. I'm good.
A little over 10 times what you need.
Oh, hey, Ollie.
No, I'm pretty sure we have a little over 100.
11 and a half times.
We've got like 8,000 in there, right?
No.
Yeah, it's 8110. I don't know how you deleted that, Luke.
I don't know. I guess there's a traitor among you. Oh, well. Anyway. But
Catch.
All right, and now that we've gotten that little bit of out of the way. Oh, also, Roger, you weren't here for it, but I told Dillon and Tim last time when they were talking to the parents of the missing twins. I, as a dungeon master, forgot to actually give them the twins' names because I was so into playing a distraught set of parents. So if you see a pair of random names in the group chat, that's the names of the twins.
Okay.
Yeah, Angus and Penis, age 14.
Fenio.
That's what I said.
You must have said it in Elvish.
Yeah, Pienis. It means Fenio in common.
Angus and Prime.
Undercommon.
Gotcha.
And dude, I said Angus and beef. Thank you. I'm glad we were on the same page. All right, cool.
Roger, that's a problem.
So whereabouts
No, he's
is
becoming
everyone
me.
right now?
I'm sorry, Garrett, what?
Where is everyone right now?
That was going to be my next question.
Were we not all at the Long Roads?
That's my assumption, but
Yeah,
I
would like for us all to try to meet up at the Long Roads if we may.
Yeah, because it's also wheel day, so I'm not. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Icar's laying low from the family right now.
That's true.
Tib, do you have work?
I think me and Tim were on our way back to the Long Roads together. Or me and Tib'resh, excuse me. I think me and Tib'resh were on our way back to the Long Roads together.
I will assume you have reached there by now.
Yeah,
Cool.
just morning
Yeah.
time. I would have come back from my part of town, so I would have had to pay the toll
All right.
because I had worked the previous day.
I would have been home, so I guess I gotta pay the toll. What's it, 5 silver?
Yes.
These motherfuckers.
Well, I wake up in the fucking coffee house to the most unfamiliar of voices I've ever heard.
So you gonna get me a rat anytime soon?
Oh my god, you're Anders from Workaholics. Jesus Christ. It's the best. Okay, sorry. And I go, ah! And I'm like, I fall out of bed.
Please don't do that.
Like, Tim?
Yes.
What's happening right now?
Wait.
Can I understand?
You can understand me.
You can understand me?
Oh my god, the elf is high.
Yeah.
No, right? It's not uncommon for Flickie.
But so I kind of I walk up to Tim and I kind of grab him because he's got his cute little helmet with the fucking Raven Phoenix on it, and I'm like, are we like talking to each other right now?
Well,
This isn't in our minds.
Well, I do believe my beak is moving, isn't it?
I grab Tim and I run downstairs.
Gentle,
and it's
please.
It's like in the Detective Pikachu movie. I'm like, can anyone else understand this guy? And
Flickie, did you eat any mushrooms you found in the sewer the other day?
no, I know what mushrooms do what, and I left those alone. Can you guys can't understand this?
Did you get into my stash, Flickie?
And not recently. I mean, not yesterday.
I can understand him.
What?
No, I was just lying. I'm sorry.
Damn it! And then I look back at Tim and I'm like,
classic Icar.
no. And I look at Icar and I go, yo, the bird knows you're funny.
Flickie, what is going on?
Guys, I can talk to my bird.
I thought you just got like feelings or ideas of what your bird felt.
Nah, dude, the reason I rolled out of bed and screamed and the reason he screamed is because we could still feel each other's feelings and we can talk to each other, and I'm freaking out right now because
It's
this
a
has
little
never
weird
happened
for
to
me,
before.
too.
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
fair,
Wait, it's Nicolas Cage. Is that what you're doing?
I'm trying to go for Shatner.
Shatner's great.
he just screamed, Flickie. He does it all the time. I still don't get what's weird about this.
Yeah, we're not hearing any of that.
Sugtok,
Pipe
can
down,
I ask you
minstrel.
something? Sugtok, do you have a comprehend language available?
Um,
I don't
I
think
mean,
that's gonna work because that's
I don't
a
know. I don't know. Sugtok, do you by any chance have a comprehend language available? Cast it on yourself, and please, God, tell me I'm not crazy.
I just listen, buddy. I know you're filled to the brim with magic and stuff. Like, I gotta work really hard.
I
to
walk
make
over
this
to him and I
magic
grab him and I
happen.
go, "You can turn into a pig!"
Hold on, DM interruption.
Okay.
There is a on the front
Bop,
door front door of the coffee house.
I like
What
grab Sugtok's shirt and we look over. like,
what time is it?
Yeah, I was
It's
about to
probably
say.
about. It's a little after opening, actually. It's probably because By the time this
All right.
happens, this would probably be at some point after Flickie's shit, or when he comes back in, and then the hawk would have been like, "Took you long enough," or I'm sorry, "Kept you waiting, huh?"
Get ready, but nobody move.
Kept you waiting.
We look out the
Yeah.
tiny. We
This
look
is
at
a-
our.
This
It's a
is
business.
coffee house.
Any
I don't know why they're
customer would
not
walk
knocking.
in.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was about
But,
to
yeah.
I
say.
grab the bird and I look at the customer.
Some of
Can you
the
understand this bird?
some of the other patrons are going, who knocks? And there's like, "It's like, dude, I don't want feathers in my scone.
So you can't understand the bird.
Gentle,
It's
please.
not-
I still have hollow bones."
My God, he's right.
Flickie, the bird is unfortunately not important right now.
Okay,
I'm gonna-
I toss him up and he flies up into the rafters like normal.
I'll keep a
as
close
the
watch from up here.
as the
This is
Wait.
great.
as the
Wait.
toughest guy this side of the Ubilis, I'm gonna
Yo,
I'm
Lubelis.
gonna-
Wait,
Yolubilis. I missed the second L. First L. What?
Tib'resh, why don't we have Flickie send Tim to take a peek, and then Tim can tell him what's going on?
Because we're inside
guys
a
don't
building,
believe
and
me.
the bird would probably still have to go out the door.
Flickie, I
DM
can
DM
turn into a
interruption.
boar.
DM interruption.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Hold on, interruption.
What's up?
The knock happens again.
Oh fuck! We didn't open the door. I release Sugtok after going. You can turn into a pig, and I go. Well, I guess I'll get it, and I open the door.
You open the door, and standing in front of you is a half-elven woman,
I go nice.
dressed in the red and black uniform of a Chelish naval officer.
I do not go nice.
I'm gonna peek over Flickie's shoulder, knowing that I've been trying to make friends with the Navy for
Nah.
fucking weeks.
I close the door
No,
right
no,
after
no,
opening
no,
it.
no,
Okay,
You,
all right.
you open the door, and you see that, and she just kind of strides in past you with a very official air into the center of the coffee house, and then she just kind of says to the entire room, "Good day. I am Lieutenant Elianones of the Chelish warship Scourge of Belial. Captain Sargita requests the company of those citizens who so ably liberated a certain gathering of wrongfully imprisoned Hell Knights from unjust incarceration. And I'm
So-
afraid attendance is compulsory."
I asked her if she could understand the bird in the rafters, and I tell Tim to scream at her, like, be like, "Hey, can you understand me?"
My giant green hand covers Flickie's face and pushes him out of frame. I'm sorry. What?
Reverse slam hook.
You're saying we have to come with you? Because I'm pretty sure you're talking about us.
I was stopping in the middle of a jumping in the air with a, "I did it!" as she said, freeing a group of Hell Knights, and I had to go right
You
before
freeze in
Tib'resh
midair.
said what he just said.
Remember that
I'm
family,
like, I did. Oh,
that Family Guy
fuck.
thing when Peter freezes in midair? What are you doing? I don't know. I'm stuck.
I was.
Call a scientist.
For sense motive, is she like?
Being
Is-
mean
is-
and
is-
like, I'm gonna kill you.
Is she giving off? Yeah, is she giving off mean. I'm inviting you to your death vibes.
Roll it.
You
I
did.
did.
I was trying to find that out through dialogue.
Okay, but if you want to roll, if anyone else wants to roll sense motive, they can.
Oh, you know I got
I'm also
me
gonna
some
do
sense
that
motive.
as she's probably reading me.
Oh, well,
Plus
good roll in spite of how low it was.
I did it. I don't know if you can see it, but I rolled a 20 on the die.
17.
Okay, 20 plus what, Dylan?
4 sense motive is +3.
All of you are relatively convinced that she's being earnest.
Huh.
But is I think the sense motive that Icar was trying to do and that I'm trying to do is like, sure, she's being earnest that attendance is compulsory, but is she being a dick about it?
No, she's being florid and verbose, but she's not being mean about it. Also, knowledge, nobility, or local check, everyone.
I ain't got it.
I've got a
Probably,
better
you should
try
probably
it.
invest a point in that at some point.
I got a 20. No, wait.
Wait,
+10.
local /
Second
nobility.
3.
Or at least
I got a-
local.
Actually,
I got a
I do have nobility.
Okay.
I got a 26 on local.
All right.
Tib'resh leans over and asks everybody who the fuck this person is. Because he
introduced
sure don't
She
know.
introduced herself.
She introduced herself.
And also, that's not what that.
No,
role,
but-
also that's not what that role is for.
Oh.
Icar and Flickie are aware that the official introduction for any sort of cellist worship is her Infernal Magistrix's name, although she introduced it as Cellist Worship Scourge of Belial, which is a
So she.
it's a
so
not-
she
personal.
it's a
so
not,
she
it's a
owed-
not so subtle indication that someone might be upset with the government, someone that she
Yeah?
works directly for.
And we are at the Long Roads presently.
Correct.
Yes, but tell her never to speak of this place.
All right.
Wait. Should we do like a quick huddle?
Hold-
Should we like not discuss this?
I had broken in. Tib'resh had just said, like, are you? I'm pretty sure you're talking about us.
But, I
Perhaps.
mean, do we want to announce that out loud? Maybe we could like do like a sidebar. Maybe like go to a corner table kind of type deal. I
Well,
say
I mean-
out loud, like maybe we could go to a corner table to talk about this.
if
'cause
you'd
there's
like, we
people
could
here.
talk while we walk there.
That would be
the
fantastic.
lady is requesting that we come with her. Why don't we do that?
If I may ask, did your captain appreciate the booze that was sent?
Very much so. Captain Sargita enjoyed it very much.
Fantastic. There's a little spot I'd just like to stop by on the way there. Won't take but a minute.
Oh.
It's on the way.
Oh, and I clap the captain on the back and I go, "You're gonna love this place."
She's
Slap
the
chop.
she's the lieutenant.
I slap
Is-
the
can
lieutenant.
we-
and I say, "You're gonna
Can we
love this
spare
place."
a 5-minute diversion on the walk there?
It's a long walk. I don't suppose 5 minutes will be far too much. And besides, we could fill it with conversation on the way.
Icar, what do you think?
I can already smell those kebabs. All right.
Yeah, dude, this guy gets it.
We'd be honored to accept your invitation, Lieutenant.
Oh, it's not my
Um,
invitation. It's the captain's invitation.
Oh, well then we're glad you came to help us.
After all, it's not often that my captain displays this amount of respect, and if you want to come with, you'll get to see something that very few people ever get to see. My captain's restraint.
I
By the way, she
stop for a second.
she looks like this.
I
That's
ask her what the
this-
fuck
ooh.
she means by that, but I ask it nicer. I say, and by captain's restraint, what do you mean?
You do not get to be a captain in the Chelish Navy by being a wimp.
Oh, like Icar, and I kind of nudge him.
I may want to make a second stop
Not cool, bro.
Hey man, we're friends.
after all. But
Why do you think it's called ribbing?
yeah, I guess let's get going if that's all right, team.
She claps her hands. Wonderful.
I say before we leave, I look up at Tim, and he comes down onto my arm, and I grab the bird, and I go, "Please, can you understand this bird? I'm being serious." And I go, "Tim, say hello." I say, "Did you get that?"
It sounds like a hawk screech, which is very, very piercing at this distance.
I turn around to Tim, and I go, "Yo,
I think
got
it's
it.
I think it's just an us thing.
well, all right, let's roll, guys." And I put him up on my shoulder, and we leave.
Off
And
we
I'm
go
still
into the
reeling.
wild
Stop at
blue
Milo's on
yonder.
the way.
Second star from the east, Peter Pan quote.
I'm sorry. What was going on?
Need to stop at. I'm trying to stop at Milo's and Tooth and Nail, please.
Sure, we just cut through
Just
Red Road
for-
Market and then cut west
Yeah, if
across
we're
the city.
unless you want to RP the entire walk there.
Oh, we're not going to RP the entire walk, but I will give you guys conversation options or whatnot.
Lieutenant, I understand that the Scourge of Belial has been in dock for repairs for quite a while now.
Yeah, yes, we had quite an expedition down in the shackles. Those pirates are fierce, and they certainly know how to handle their weaponry.
Oh, nice.
And when you arrived, was the captain expectedly displeased to hear about the proclamation declaring that he stay on his ship?
He was rather irate, I will say nicely, but any further questions about his mood, you should probably direct towards him once you get there.
Well, I'd just like to know a bit about the man before we have a conversation, so I can know what would be proscribed to talk about.
Oh, he's a rare individual, if you will, and I hesitate to use the word eccentric, but let's say he's a man of refined taste. He comes from a noble family in Ostenso with a long history of naval service.
Yes.
Ostensibly Ostenso.
A queen's man through and through.
Yes, he's a man who loves his country very much.
What is the greatest thing you've seen the man do in battle?
Oh, this. How familiar are you with ship terminology, landlubber?
Not very.
Okay, well, you know the ropes that come down that hold the sails all wrapped up when they're not in use?
Aye.
There was one time that someone boarded our ships by flying in from above using magic, and he had been up in the crow's nest speaking with the lookout, or reprimanding him, I should say. The man had been quite derelict in his duty. But the captain jumped down onto the beam, fought this intruder off, kicked him to his death, but he never hit the deck of the ship, where he got tangled up in the ropes and his neck snapped.
Sounds like a lucky kick.
Just like my friend Peyton. Lost him to a neck snapping and some ropes.
What about him? What about the law? What about the law? By the way, she pays your tolls across the bridge.
Oh, very cool. I high-five the shit out of her.
She leaves you hanging.
Well, I high-five Tim and say, we know what we want.
I respectfully...
Takes 1d4 piercing damage.
I would respectfully ask that you don't try to high-five me, but I will give you the talon bump.
I'll take a talon bump. Oh! And
there's a talon. There's a talon bump, and then it explodes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm here for it.
Damn, that bird's got style.
That bird be steezing.
As much fun as this new whole bird thing is, let's not let it distract us going forward.
That's fair. My bad. I don't mean to impede progress, but yes, I love the fact that I can talk to you.
Can I ask you to elaborate on the captain's restraint? That sounds like the captain's upset.
I imagine he's upset.
He has found himself now twice vexed by Lord Mayor Thrun.
Oh, that is a pretty good reason to be upset.
I will let him say more of it.
Sure. So, are we stopping for meat sticks like you said, or are we just gonna...
Always.
You guys reach Red Roof. Milo is there.
Milo's the boy, dude.
My man.
Sugtok!
What's up, buddy? I brought a sailor.
It's like,
So...
Sugtok tips a non-existent hat. Hello, what's the proper way? Just Elia will be fine. All right, Miss Elia, welcome to my humble stand.
Now, Elia, which of these looks the best to you? Milo, what's on the cart today?
On the cart, we got our usual beef kebabs. I've got an extensive array of sausage ones here, just for some spices and some variety, and I've got a handful of the seafood ones over here on the side. At the seafood, Elia says, "I've had that far too much. The beef will be fine. I'll have one, please."
Dude, at the mention of the seafood, I act like I did when we were kids, and then my mom would talk about beef jerky. I go, "Give it to me!"
2, Flickie?
Yes, and I regained my composure.
All right. One beef, two
one
seafood.
beef. Tib, what you want?
Just one beef, please.
And Icar?
I'll have one of each.
Yo, Flickie, could you get me my own seafood one, please?
I tossed to Sugtok the amount of silver for another fucking seafood, and I go, "I'm telling you, the hawk told me to get him a seafood stick. And I'm telling you, he's going to eat the whole thing. Watch."
I appreciate it, Flickie, but I'm treating a new friend to Milo's. This one's on me. And I'm going to hand Milo... What's the cost on each of these? Is 5 silver for the seafood and 3 silver for the beef?
There was... Some of the fishing boats came in a little more laden than they were the last couple of days, so I've been able to adjust, and since I like you so very much, the seafood ones will be only 3 silver, and the rest of them will only be 4 copper each.
Alright, well, I know you still have to take care of you and yours, so I'm gonna hand him 2 gold.
There's a reason I love you, Sugtok, and I think they're getting more.
We'll see you next time. See if you can whip something up special for me. next time I'm
I'll
around.
see what I can find. There's only a few things that go well on kebabs, and not everyone's partial to the vegan options.
Okay,
That's-
wait. I grab the seafood kebab that I got for Tim. I literally, sorry guys, I'm trying to prove this. I'm gonna back off the bird angle in a minute, but I'm just trying to prove this to the party. I grab the seafood kebab and I go, all right guys, watch this. I assume there's like 2 or 3 different kinds of meat on the kebab, correct?
It's primarily beef, but different cuts of it.
Okay, how about this? There's like 4 chunks of meat on the kebab. Let's go with that, right?
Yes.
So I look at Tim and I go, eat the first chunk on top, and I hold it up. I go, eat the 4th chunk, which is now the 3rd chunk, on the bottom.
You do realize the kebabs are thicker at the bottom. I can't just pull it off.
At least go for it, so they can hear me speaking English, right? Or am I going, or like am I speaking Hawk? Like what's happening?
The only people who can when you and the bird speak to each other, you two are the only two who can understand each other. Everyone
Jesus
else hears
Christ.
nonsense.
Okay, oh, damn it, then they'll never believe me.
Oh shit! So when he's talking to Tim, all of the rest of us, even if he's speaking coherent words, we're just hearing
Yes, it's very Charlie Brown adult.
God damn it, this is the worst.
That changes my earlier
guys-
interactions.
It's
You
okay.
guys just see me going blah 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 blah, and then the bird eats. Oh, this is the worst. I look at you guys and I go, "Do you see what I'm talking about?"
Yes,
No.
Maybe so.
makes total sense now.
Either way, I go fuck it, and I just give him the kebab, and he uses a talon to hold it and goes to town on his deal.
He does his utmost.
Tib'resh only eats half of his kebab and looks queasy.
You
Man's
You okay,
man's full of muffins.
I take
No,
the other
it's-
half of his kebab,
I actually
and I eat it.
I haven't overstuffed myself today. I went light, and I'm kind of glad. I'm not super excited about being on a boat.
Oh wait, I'm
It's
back inside.
it's docked. We'll barely feel the sea.
Land lovers and your sea and your land legs as she takes a bite of hers.
You were about to say sea legs.
I was
I'm-
about to, yes. It was a combination of lack of sea legs and land legs, and unfortunately,
I'm right there with you.
The
I mean,
whistling
I
is
can-
prestidigitation on making these kebabs the best fucking flavor of anything this woman has ever put in her mouth.
As far as kebabs go, you're fairly certain she hasn't had a better one.
You see me like Tom the 2 kebabs. I just put them in and pull them out sticks. I like swallow them. You see the shapes go down my throat type deal.
You have to do a save against fucking choking on all the food you're eating.
It looked like I did when I eat rats.
I'll get you a rat, bro.
I'm not
Um,
complaining.
I don't get it. I can swim
To-
just
to-
fine, but like being on a
yes.
boat
For the rest of
makes
you,
me so unsteady.
for the rest of you, to Flickie's credit, the hawk is more vocal than usual, or has been up until now.
He sure is chirping a lot.
I look at Tib'resh with earnest eyes, like, believe me, please. Because I also don't know what's going on, because I've never been a level 5, so I was just a regular wizard. So now I'm like, why is the hawk talking to me?
You know what? Let's just get this over with.
Sugtok, please. I know you have a comprehend languages. Please, I need you.
Just
You're
pretend
embarrassing
that
us
you
in
get
front
it.
of the lieutenant.
I don't care. Lieutenant, please, you don't understand. This is something I've been dealing with all day, and I think I'm going crazy, and he is the one thing that can make or break this for me.
Whatever a lot of you do on your own time,
You don't even understand.
but shall we get moving? The captain is waiting.
Yes, we can walk, and he can cast spells at the same time.
Tell you what, if Tim can get the loose nail that I jammed into the tooth and nail sign and be flying back to us with it before we get there, I'll
Where
believe.
did you nail it? I can literally
It's-
give me the directions.
It
Which
is
one was
jammed on the right, the far right of the tooth and nails front sign.
I look at Tim and I go, seriously, let's make this happen. Top right of the sign, right side, tooth and nail, nailed, let's go.
I'll be back. And Tim takes off.
Sugtok, how are you gonna know it's the nail that you specifically put in there?
I remember there
We're
were
gonna hold on to it until we get back.
specifically, Luke, I'm sorry, 7?
There were 6. You added 7, and I remember you said you picked up a bent nail.
Yeah, so there were 7 total with the one that I added. I wanted that number specifically.
Oh, so we'll just check the sign later next time we go back into
I
my
remember-
pirate
We
path.
need to stop there
Also,
so
the
I can
fact
get a
that the
keg
hawk
for the
comes back
captain.
with a nail at all?
What?
The fact that the hawk comes back with a nail at all, is that like not even enough?
Well,
Well,
check the
I get
sign.
that.
No, it hasn't happened
We're stopping by
You're
the
just
tooth
having
and nail.
you're having your hawk steal nails.
Hey man, we got to build something eventually.
And
I put it there,
And
it's
also,
fine.
I remind you guys that the tooth and nail doesn't exactly have a hanging sign. It just has a post with,
But Tim's been there
7
before.
nails and 4 teeth stuck into it.
Mm.
Yes, Tim
But
has been there.
Okay, so he knows where he's going.
And
Excellent.
by the way,
Okay.
Tim is now an intelligent 8 creature.
Yeah, no, he's smart as fuck.
No, he's not. But he's
Shut up.
smarter.
He's not 21, but he's not 4 anymore.
10 is
Like, geez.
10 is like your common peasant, right?
Yeah,
So he's a little dumber than a peasant.
No,
That's
10,
he's
why
the
I
dumb
gave him
peasant of
one
the village.
direction. I gave him a single direction.
all right.
All right, I did not mean to derail that so hard. All right, we're walking with the lieutenant.
I'm sure we passed by the tooth and nail at some point.
As you do, she makes additional small talk with you guys over. Like she asks you about your favorite types of wine and what kind of songs you like, what kind of art you all prefer.
Oh, I tell her Sugtok's he's inventing this new thing called like folk punk. I don't know what the deal is, but like I'm just digging these vibes he's putting out, man. Especially with
Flickie.
those dancing light displays.
The name of the music when the dancing lights is going is simply funk.
Interesting.
My
It's
God.
a new genre.
Oh, look forward. Oh, perhaps we'll be able to hear some of it. But for now,
That'd be
let's
rad.
get going. You guys do approach the tooth and nail, and Tim has not returned by the time you get there, but you see it's because he's on the post trying to pull the bent nail out, and he's having a problem with it because, 1, Sugtok is the one who stuck it in there, and 2, hawks aren't known for their musculature.
And I go, see, that's a fucking nail. I told you, him and I can talk.
Tib'resh raises an eyebrow. That is the nail that he said
That-
specifically.
And
Can you not just give it to him?
I
Just-
know. I
I'll-
look at Sugtok
Yeah,
give it
now.
to him.
right,
Tim is on my arm, and I go, Sugtok, please God, try comprehend languages. I need to know because I do not.
the nail is good enough. Y'all give me
Oh, you not want to talk to this bird? I just need to know.
it's not worth the expenditure of my magical energies, Flickie.
Fair enough. At least you believe me now, and I prop him up on my shoulder, and we progress.
Before
Give me-
you leave, he says, "Wait, I think I've got a better idea. Hold on." And he kind of flops down off your shoulder to the ground and just draws the word "high" in the dirt with his talon.
Oh shit!
Why did he spell a pound sign and an exclamation point?
No, it's
You know
it's
how
the
to
other way
read.
around.
You're rich.
That's really impressive.
That's the
Honestly.
If he's not willing to cast spells to figure this shit out, this is the best I can do for him.
Man, I should have just told him to spell something in the ground. I'm an idiot. But now, yeah, okay, so I'm not crazy. All right, I'm normal again.
One moment
That's
before we
normal.
go, just wait for me here. I'm gonna run inside and grab a cask.
It'll be 3 silver.
All right.
Insom says, "Here you
Can
go."
Am I strong enough to carry 2?
Yes.
Strength of 20. I'm gonna buy 2 casks.
Okay.
And I walk out carrying them like this.
Well, that'll certainly give us something to do while you're helping the captain with whatever he needs help with.
One
Yeah,
is for the
that's,
crew, one is for the captain. I know better than to approach a captain without a gift.
I'm sure everyone will appreciate it.
Do the shit.
All right. And since you guys are pretty much all the way there, she continues you out to the dock, and since Lieutenant Nunez is with you, the two people guarding the dock, they see you approaching, and they snap to attention and salute. It's like, Lieutenant! It's like, at ease, men. And then you guys are led aboard the Scourge of Belial, which is a large three-masted Chelish warship, and it is still heavily under repairs, and there are still people bustling about the docks, and you guys Elliot stops you from, like, walking every now and then to let someone with, like, a crossbeam or whatnot go across your path. But you do notice you guys are getting some, what are they doing here, kind of looks from some of the other crew members on board. But she leads you to the captain's cabin, which is, it's a ship. You know where it is. But before she reaches the door, she turns around and says, "Now, despite his restraint, Captain Sargita has had a very short fuse lately. Do yourselves a favor. Do not interrupt him when he talks, and do not speak before he does. Let him lead the conversation." Are we clear?
Yes.
Wonderful.
DM question real quick before this starts. Am I allowed to have sent Tim away so he's not with me on the boat?
I'll check out the Hawk's Nest upstairs.
Surrounding area. Yeah. All right, cool.
All right.
Groovy. Just wanted to make sure. That's all sorry.
All right. So she knocks on the door, and there's a "come" from inside. As she opens the door and ushers you guys in, Captain Sargita's cabin, as it were, appears very, very richly appointed. The windows at the back of the ship are stained glass, and the walls themselves are hung with seascape paintings and various nautical antiquities. The cabin itself takes up the entirety of the aft quarter of the ship's deck, and inside it smells like pleasant spices and fine incense. There are 4 people inside, aside from the lot of you and the lieutenant, 3 of whom are halflings, and Icar just flat out knows that they're dressed in the manner that slaves assigned to the Navy are. One of whom is presently playing an elegant musical piece on a violin. Another is busy, it appears to be sewing buttons on a uniform. And a third is in the process of cutting up a pineapple.
Tight.
There is a large Brobdingnagian desk, behind which sits a man in a very, very nice tricorn hat, a well-trimmed jawline beard and a mustache, in the nice red with gold fittings uniform of a Chelish naval captain. Sitting next to his desk appears to be a hanging cage with 2 tropical birds perched inside of it. And on the desk, presently shelling peanuts, is a small monkey in a miniature replica of that same captain's uniform.
Wait, say the last part again.
There is a monkey shelling peanuts sitting on the desk, and he's wearing a miniature replica of the captain's uniform.
That is the coolest fucking thing that's ever happened.
Yes, and Captain Sargita himself is...
Do they have the same outfit? It's literally a miniature outfit of the captain's outfit?
Yes.
That's awesome! Okay,
Anyway,
sorry.
Pardon my prop, because it is not a bamboo mug. It is a porcelain teacup, but it's all I have within arm's reach. But he's sitting at his desk...
You're using prop?
Yeah, he's sitting at his desk with his feet propped up on it. And as you guys enter, you notice that Elia stands off to the side against the wall at attention. And he's just standing there, sipping from his teacup.
Tib'resh is visibly nauseated being on the ship, but also is very upset about the sight, seeing the slaves.
How heavy are the waves? Is it that bad?
It's not about the waves. It's not being on land.
It's not waves. You guys are berthed in a river.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys are basically in the delta of the Olubilis River, like.
Oh, I thought we were in the harbor. Wait, okay. Can you click on where we're at, Luke,
River
if you don't mind?
Yeah, it's a river dock. Yeah, you guys are over here. Do you guys scroll down? It's in the sun.
Oh, Scourge of Belial. Yep.
Can you move the red "You are here"?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
That's why I was confused. That's my bad.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
But it is your fault.
It's a little.
Well, I mean.
Anyway, there we go. Okay.
Sha-na-na-na!
Flickie, for pointing out how much of Luke's fault it is.
I know, please don't. He's being good. He's a good DM. So let's continue. I don't want this to.
Yes,
I-
As you guys are standing there, the captain is just sipping from his teacup, and his eyes are narrowing as he seems to be just kind of inspecting you guys.
I ask him if he's drinking the delicious alcohol that was gifted by our friend Sugtok.
I remind you,
Fisting.
I remind you, he's drinking from a porcelain teacup.
Well, I don't know what his deal is. All right, okay, never mind.
Flickie,
remember-
I still
Flickie,
ask him and see what he says.
Flickie, remember what we were told.
Speak when
Do
spoken
not
to.
speak when spoken to.
Ooh.
Do not interrupt him.
Mm.
Well, here's the thing. As
I
Flickie
forgot.
asks that question, the person standing closest to Elia would be Tib'resh, and Tib'resh notices that she kind of stiffens a little bit once Flickie, breaks the silence. And then Captain Sargita, who I will find a picture of for you guys, if this helps.
Oh, I'm about to get punched in the face. I'm about to get punched in the fucking face, dude.
Where are you son of a bitch?
Garrett, have you had fucking dinosaur hands on your fingers
Yeah,
for like
these little
30
squirrel
minutes?
hands.
Okay,
What the fuck?
Okay.
I just noticed those. What the hell?
this
Easter eggs,
This
baby.
is Captain Sargita.
Oh, he looks awesome. He's gonna kick my ass.
Anyway, and he sets the cup down and crosses his arms. Well, I cannot deny my disappointment. I expected more towering giants out of myth, someone more grandiose, as it were. Alas,
I
this is
speak out of.
Alas, this
Nope.
is what the waves have washed up upon my shore. Winsella, please, see if our guests would care for some of that delectable fruit. And then the halfling slave who was cutting the pineapple comes up with slices of pineapple on a silver platter and offers you guys some.
I definitely take a piece.
Icar will take a piece politely.
I want to say thank you, and can I do a sense motive to see if I can tell how these slaves are treated?
You can.
20 plus.
I will as well, just in case.
Just in case Sugtok rolls that.
Yeah.
Tib'resh seems to get... Sugtok gets the idea that, these are slaves. That's probably not great. Tib'resh gets the idea of... He sees that there's no, like, wincing or there's no, like, expecting a beating or something. It seems, just from the way these slaves are behaving, that they're treated very, very well.
Thank you.
Like they're getting paid and taken care of. Like, what do you mean by? I don't mean to.
Enough for Tib'resh, who recently had his jaw set, knowing they were slaves, to not be relax a little bit.
Okay.
Also,
cool.
he refuses the
I
offer
see-
of fruit.
They don't
Rest
have
leg.
they don't have their freedom, but at least they get fed every night, right? That helps.
Hey
us.
man, 3 hots and a cot.
Yeah, and also he sees like no bruises on the mend or anything. Anyway,
It doesn't make me immediately want to fight the captain.
Anyway, after as you guys take the fruit, the captain stands up and holds out his arm, and the monkey climbs up his arm onto his shoulder, where he begins scritching it.
This is an
Tib'resh is
amazing
enamored.
character, by the way. I just want to say that real quick.
What?
This is an amazing character. I just want to say that real
Oh,
quick.
yeah.
I love this captain with the monkey.
It's a monkey. All right. He's like, very well. As you're probably aware, I've been somewhat confined to my vessel.
We have noticed.
Nevertheless, my men and our friends in town have had their ears to the ground, and apparently the lot of you are responsible for the Hell Knights disappearing from the holding house a few days ago.
Where did you hear that?
I have my sources. I'll keep them to myself.
Let the captain speak.
It's
Yes,
it's the
we
most-
did do that.
It is the most bizarre event. They were organized for a regular transfer, and I just seem to have lost track of them.
Wonderful, wonderful. In any event, I do have need of a group of your skills and resources, shall I say. Lord Mayor Thrune's proclamations have, shall I say, impacted my interests here in the city. I cannot venture onto land to take care of, let's call it a personal matter. Yes, I could send my crew to take care of this for me, but I would much prefer sending someone or someones with whom I have plausible deniability. Should those someones fail in their task. Would you perhaps be interested in providing me with such aid? I dare say that people in your position could stand to benefit from having a captain in the Chillish Navy owe you a few favors, The monkey smiles.
Okay.
That
Hold
that
on.
is
Jesus
undeniable.
Christ. I cut in and I ask him, why were we told not to speak if you need our help?
I'm not quite sure. Elia? You've had something of a short fuse lately, Captain, and I was trying to... It's alright, it's alright. Yes, but the target of my anger is the Lord Mayor, not our guests.
I say, groovy.
He leans.
No.
And, he leans and basically takes like the half seat on the edge of his table where he's got his leg crossed and the other one on the floor.
Okay. It's kind of like leaning forward like he's a cool teacher, but the chair's not backwards.
Sort of, except he's on the desk.
Okay, I got you.
Anyway.
So I didn't mean to offend. I said I didn't mean to offend, but I was worried that you were gonna be kind of an arsehole, but you seem very I'm
a sailor.
You seem
you
seem smart and you seem about your wits.
Oh, I am an arsehole. It comes with it's an occupational hazard of being a sailor. Fortunately,
All right.
I have my moments, and this is not one of them.
What?
Well, I'm glad we could be here on one of your good moments. And I step back into line, kind of like, okay, glad that worked.
Delightful.
What would you have us do?
I have a friend who lives here in the city, and the recent way that governments and various political views have gone, I fear that the city is no longer safe for my friend. And I need you to deliver a message to him from me. And I need it to be secret.
We'll help, but we don't do this for free.
Oh, I'm not planning on doing it for free. As I said,
Flickie,
I'd certainly owe you a favor or two.
He's a great companion to have.
Our affairs are usually not... Well, I suppose if it's just delivering a letter, that's fairly simple.
Well, that
does beg the question.
Well, it is more than just delivering the letter. I do need you to return with the recipient's reply verbatim.
What if I told you we have a way to get a letter and a reply back here within 2 hours?
You don't even know where it's going, Flickie. Please.
But he could... All right, okay, I'll back down.
Do you remember the bird that
was
sent after the first of the casks arrived?
Yes, I am familiar with figurines of wondrous power, specifically the Silver Raven variety. I will also admit I was hoping that this verbatim response would be an in-person response from my friend.
If it's what you'd like and it's reasonable, we can arrange it. Again, that still begs the question of who, good sir.
My friend is a scion of one of the older noble families in Kintargo.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard.
His name is Marquel Alorian.
Is that a spit take?
Icar chokes a little bit on the pineapple. Tart.
I go, what the hell?
Very tart.
Yeah, that's like the most character-breaking Icar has ever done in your presence.
Tib'resh politely asks a slave for the nearest bucket.
No, I'll be. Did you say Aurelian?
No, Marquel Alorian.
Did you say Alorian?
Yes. Marquel's father, Count Oxus, has recently been abandoning more traditional Kentargan values for currying up to Lord Mayor Thrune. He is acting like a grasping little prig, currying favor with new leadership in a most unseemly manner. And I believe that the political views that Marquel holds might put him at danger in the city should his father ever actually find them out.
I like the way you said that. Out. That was great.
Yes. Once the message...
I don't blame him.
Yes, I'm hoping you'll deliver my message to Marquel. I will admit, my letter does contain the hopes that he will accompany you back to the Scourge and give me his response in person. If you do this successfully, I promise my friendship and my support to whatever your cause might be to the best that I can give it without committing outright treason.
Okay.
We can discuss details upon your return.
So lighter fare garden variety treason is on the table?
Again, details to follow.
Treason is a funny word, Captain.
There are so many convenient ways to confirm or deny it, but for the time being, focus on delivering this letter, and he holds up a very plain letter with a very, very simple black wax seal. This letter needs to be given to Marquel, preferably without his father knowing of its existence. And he's holding it, waiting for one of you to come get it.
I grab it.
Okay.
And I carefully, gingerly, tuck it into my book thing so it's all lined up straight, so it's not getting bent.
Thank you very much.
Yep. I know you said you have your ear to the ground. Do you know where we may find Marquel without his father around? Any of his habits?
That's going to be difficult. Why don't we talk about that when we leave? Captain, we don't need to take any more of your time. Thank you for the invitation onto this lovely vessel.
He tips his tricorn. My pleasure to have you. It's always nice to be a fine host.
Also, doesn't Sugtok have 2 casks of fucking booze to drop off?
The crew took those outside.
Oh, okay, cool. He's standing there while we're talking, Jesus, guys.
Your crew does have another cask for you and who you deem worthy of it. I do hope you enjoy.
I'm sure it'll go over as well as your last gift was, assuming the gift was indeed from you.
Did it have a symbol like this on it? And I pull up my sleeve to show him the Silver Raven tattoo.
The captain just winks.
Good to hear it.
Tib'resh the Scribe, retching noise. Oh, because it's a boat.
Tib'resh gives a thumbs up with his head above the bucket.
This is great.
I think we're done here.
Yes. One other thing, and he pulls out another folded piece of paper and just kind of tosses it at you, and it flies across towards one of your faces.
I grab at it.
All right, you unfold it. It appears to be a handful of notes about the Elorian's estate.
I just wink, and I tuck it into my coat pocket.
Now, if there's nothing else, I'm sorry to say that as non-naval personnel, you're not going to be allowed back on the Scourge once you leave without completion of our little task here.
All right. As we're all leaving, I hang back as the other 3 are going out the door, and I look back at the captain, and I just kind of go, "Hey, Can you and your monkey talk to each other?"
Of course not. He's just a cabin pet.
Yeah. Of course. All right. Have a good day. And I close the door.
On the way out, the captain gets you with this. A last word.
I turn back.
I am retaining your services as couriers, not editors.
I ask him what he means by that.
It's a private letter.
Oh, yes, of course. We would... No, of course, never. I pull out the letter and I go, "This will not be opened unless it's by the recipient." And I tuck it back
by the way,
in.
that was the first iron you heard in his tone.
Like, he was very like, do not fucking read that letter.
That was the kind of tone in his voice where if you took out this letter and started opening it right now, he might just attack you.
No, legitimately. I take the letter out and I go, I swear to God, the only person who will read this is where we've been sent. And I tuck it back in gingerly.
That's a fine promise to make. I hope.
All right,
I hope
groovy.
you keep it.
And as I'm leaving, I'm like, you seriously can't understand the monkey, like, at all? All right, never mind. All right, bye. Okay. And I close the door and I catch up with the dudes and I go, yo, this letter is not for our eyes. Big time.
It does make you
Yes.
curious.
It does make you curious, but you know what I'm less curious about? Dying. Why don't we just get it there? He seemed chill, right? I asked him about his monkey, and he was a dickhead. I think he's legit. Like, we got to do this without fucking this up.
Let's speak more about the circumstances. Tib'resh, your place isn't far. Can we go there?
Yes, please, anywhere off of this fucking boat.
I scoop a little tiny bit of Tib'resh's side puke.
Tib'resh, I don't believe I've heard you swear before.
I'm sorry, I don't like the rocking and the sound of the lapping waves. It's fine. Let's just go.
It's floating in the river.
There's enough movement. That's not the point. I was trained on solid ground. Everything that I do is on solid ground. I can swim a short distance, but the ground beneath me moving is not something I'm okay with.
Mental note: hit Tib'resh with earthquake spell.
It's just a little bit of nausea. I'm fine. It's just let's get off the fucking boat.
A little bit of nausea is not noises. Tim has returned and he's perched on the outside of a small warehouse in the docks by the time you guys leave the boat.
I laugh because I'm the only one that can understand Tim's jokes, and everyone's like, what?
The fact that he's smart enough to know English but not be able to communicate with us drives me nuts.
But to be fair,
But it's not English. It's magical communication language.
Yeah, it is. But basically, Flickie's innate magic as a wizard has gone so powerful, he has somehow inadvertently developed a universal translator just for him and the bird. He has accidentally created language.
And it's great, but damn, dude.
All right.
So we head back to
you guys reached Tibresh's house.
But I immediately lay down and I'm holding Tim and I'm just staring him in the eyes and I'm just not obviously Tib'resh, but I'm just holding Tim the Hawk on the couch with my legs propped up, like wondering about what my life has become.
You don't need to be so touchy about this, literally.
Bro, you're my hawk, man.
Yes, I know, but ever since we woke up this morning, I've had significantly less personal agency than I have had ever. You've been very,
but you realize
you've been
we can
very
talk
graspy
to each other.
Yes, that does not mean you need to manhandle me like a wooden
It's
doll.
because I'm freaking out. And I just put the bird down and I roll over.
Flickie, I don't understand what you're saying over there and why your bird keeps yelling.
I look at him angrily and I turn over with a blanket and just try to go to sleep.
The hawk does that thing where he kind of like puts his wing over his face.
All right, Icar. So what's the situation with this guy?
Icar's just sort of been walking distractedly. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What did you ask?
What's the deal with this person we're supposed to deliver this letter to? Why will it be hard to find him without his father?
Because he's always at home. How do I put this delicately? Markel has a unique physical disability that limits his time he spends outside the house.
Can you go into better detail?
Well, it's not polite to talk about it, but one of his arms is rather undergrown. It's always been that way for as long as I've known him.
Like, are we talking baby arm? Or
it's essentially useless. He couldn't hold a peach in it.
We're talking like Charger from Left 4 Dead, where like the one arm is teeny tiny, like. Argh.
Since it's been a while since you've gotten the description, Roger, I will say that just thinking about it, the first couple of descriptors that come to your mind are withered and desiccated.
Right. Yeah, it's and so because of that, he's always been sort of a shut-in at the house. He doesn't walk around the greens as much. I don't think it would be hard for me to get an audience with him, although I'm rather concerned as to what he has to do with the captain.
Could you get a private audience? Are you old friends?
I wouldn't say we're friends, but I do have a reason to talk to him. Oxus, his father, is currently investigating the possibility of Markel and one of my younger sisters being married.
Then perhaps under guise of marriage.
See, but I'm not supposed to be here right now.
When were you... Well, his family doesn't know that, only yours.
Okay, everyone talks to one another in the greens. You don't walk in and... The gossip is a network, like the fungi that grows under the ground. It's all connected.
DM interruption. Those notes about the Elorian estate that he handed you do include which window belongs to Markwell's bedroom.
That's creepy.
Wait, is this... They're going to be married, or they are married?
No,
Here's the thing. Icar might have a good reason to speak to him, but perhaps our friend Tenebrae would be useful. I do have these I forgot to show you all, and I'm going to hand Icar the documents with the notes to
Why are we saying our friend Tenebrae? Don't we know it's him?
Icar explained that they're separate.
I'd rather not. It's fine. You can refer to one as the one and the other, but yes, I understand what you're implying.
Yep.
Although, well, I don't know if I want to break into the house by myself. It's not like these estates are unguarded. It might be better. We don't know what the letter has. If it's a letter that we simply need a reply to, I could very easily invite Markel to a nice, pleasant lunch, and I'll just hand him the letter while he's away from the house. Mm-hmm. Simple and done.
If you can have a private place, we just need his response, as the captain said, verbatim.
Right.
Verbatim, like in person, right? We'll probably need to get.
Yeah, we have to bring this guy back.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he said he wants it in person.
No, just verbatim.
No. He said he wants it in person.
Clarification. He originally said verbatim, but then you guys started discussing communicating using the Silver Raven. He said, "Okay, let me clarify. That's what I said, but what I actually want is him here in person for it to deliver his answer."
Oh, so this is not a courier job. It's kidnapping.
No,
it doesn't have to be kidnapping.
It doesn't have to be kidnapping.
Why send a letter only to have us bring him back?
To make sure that it's the actual dude coming back.
I'm sure
and not
something
us
in
just
the letter
back.
would convince him to come with us if it was worth.
Yeah, because obviously we're not going to read this letter. That's not happening.
Oh shit! Wait, if he's unwell, it's going to be really hard to transport him.
No, I have a rickshaw, dude.
Okay. We need to decide
and a
now.
Horse. Wait,
we need to decide now. Icar says as he sort of puts his hands on like the table that he's at. Are we delivering a letter or are we kidnapping him?
I say both.
Let's give him the letter and
give him the letter and see what happens.
Yeah, we have to give him the benefit
out of the house.
We're sleeping here tonight, correct?
I cannot guarantee that I can get him out of the house, but I'm pretty sure I can get a private audience with him.
Wouldn't it be beneficial to have all of us there just in case he doesn't take well?
To
Should we
what's
all
in the-
dress
to
up
what's
as
in the
nobles?
letter?
I think
Okay, well, if we're worried about him being violent upon what's in the letter that we're going to deliver, then I say we just open it now and see what's in it.
No,
I'm just worried about you being alone.
No, I reject that. I know I don't normally have very vocal opinions. I think that it might be a good idea for us to rest the night at Tibresh's place and prepare some spells, prepare whatever the fuck we got to prepare for the next day, like whatever the hell your deal is, and get ready for that shit. I think that we should go in expecting the worst, but if we play our cards right, we'll be fine, but we should definitely be ready. So as a wizard, I cast my vote for sleeping at Tibresh's tonight so I can do some shit.
Quick GM clarification. This
It's
was
like
the first
midday.
thing we did today, right? It's like noon.
I know, but I'm saying we
Yeah.
come back here, no matter what
Yeah.
happens. We sleep
Yeah.
at
And
Tibresh's.
Here's the thing: the captain gave you no deadline. He just wants it done. It's not like I need him here by tonight.
And we haven't done anything today, right?
No. We went to the place and then went to the captain.
We could head
So we
across
haven't
town if
expended
we
any
wanted
spell
to.
slots, hit points, or magic.
Correct.
Yeah, we haven't done anything. Yeah, we have literally done nothing. I tried to get you to talk to my hawk, but you won't do it. But other than that,
If I'm translating Dillon correctly, he wants a scouting mission to see what kind of things he needs to prepare for his spell loadout.
I think our best course of action at this point, Icar, if you're all right with it, seek private audience, tell him that we wish to take him to speak with the captain, and tell us what happens. We can be on standby for when you go. You could have a raven prepared to send to us at a set location if you want. But I think you speaking to him privately to see what we can make happen, none of the rest of us have a reason.
Icar, you ever have need of a bodyguard? I could travel with you.
why do you think the three of us were hired on the caravan mission? We were bodyguards.
It's gauche to go to someone's house with an armed escort. It's implying that they can't keep you safe in their own home. You know,
Armed?
I don't want
Tib'resh
Oxus-
looks at his giant fists.
Yes, I'm sorry. The hands have to go. Just chop them off at the wrist. No,
Oh.
but
Pretty strong.
you know, I think it only adds more suspicion if I go to ask to visit Markel and I'm surrounded by, you know, a bunch of hired hands.
Okay, fair enough.
It makes sense. Icar will hold his hand out. Flickie, can I have the letter?
I asked him, or you know what? I'm going to do it in character. I'm trying to get better at this. I don't know. Are you going to open it? Because I promised him we wouldn't, because he said he would kill us if we opened this.
I give you my word that I will not open the letter.
I don't trust you. I keep it in my bag.
Oh, for the love of shit!
Well, then mission's
think
over.
Pretty
I
sure
don't-
that bluff check would be.
Yeah, you got to roll against it, I think, to see.
No,
whether or not you can do it.
I don't. The option's not even there. I keep it in my bag. I don't
know how you expect me to do this mission then, Flickie.
Ah, wait, you're the only motherfucker. Yeah, that's true. Fine. I hand it out and I go, dude, I promised him it wouldn't be bent or fucked up. I don't know what the deal is. Just be careful. And I hand him the letter.
We have reason
Okay.
to believe that this
Icar
guy
takes the
might.
letter and tucks it into his cloak.
Because remember, he said he would kill us.
Did he?
Yeah. Oh, shit, you guys weren't in the room. Damn, I didn't tell you guys that. I recount my...
He didn't say
last-
kill.
No, dude, Bro, shut the fuck up.
He
I
just
recount
strongly
my
suggested we
45
didn't open
He
it.
strongly suggested that our lives may end if we read his letter. So I give them my little minute and a half talk with the dude as they were all getting out, so they understand what's up.
Well, that just makes me even more curious.
No, don't read the goddamn letter.
Indeed.
Do you want me to attempt to seek an audience with Markel today, or would you like me to go there and see if he'd be
No,
open
I
to
wanted
doing
it
lunch tomorrow?
nighttime so I could prepare an extended mage armor for you. I literally am not going to send you in there by yourself without an extended mage armor, dude.
What do you
Dillon.
think's gonna happen to me?
I don't know.
Dylan,
A casual meeting.
several things about that. One,
Sorry.
extended mage armor lasts 10 hours as opposed to regular mage armor lasting 5. And
I
also,
know.
Icar's current armor is as good or better than the armor bonus mage armor would give him anyway, so it would be useless.
Well then, never mind. I rescind my statement.
And he's not going in to start a war. We're going in to
dude,
speak.
Well,
we're splitting the party, so I'm just trying to be
Icar
careful.
waves the letter in the air. I might be starting a war. Who knows?
Dude, we're splitting the party, so I'm just being careful.
Icar, just don't open it. That's all.
Icar, do you want us to be nearby for your meeting?
I mean, if you're at the coffee house, it's a short jog to the greens.
Just have a raven prepared. If you need help, send it out.
Okay. Well, then I will talk to you all later.
Well, I guess we'll wait for you at the coffee house.
But
Wait, Icar, how much longer are you supposed to be on the scouting expedition?
The caravan.
Caravan thing.
Because wasn't it another
Right.
week? It was a 2-week expedition. We've only been doing this thing a week, so...
Yes, I am not supposed to be here, but... I mean, do we want to wait a week to deliver this letter? I was under the impression that we all want... I'll figure something out.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll come up with a reason.
I do not want to do this without you. So if you were able to come up with a reason, then hell yeah. If not, then I will wait a week. But I don't think it's a good idea to wait a week.
Well...
Also, I'm not seeing an audio bar. Can you guys hear me? I don't mean to...
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I can go and see... I'll just go to his estate, and I'll talk to him, and I'll deliver the letter, and I'll get his response, and I'll bring it back.
Okay. I look at Tib'resh, and I go, what do you give our conversation? What's your input here?
I'm
trying to be more inclusive because I realize that you guys are my family now. I don't have anyone else. So
I really appreciate that, Flickie. Honestly, Icar has trusted us with a lot. His secret identity, you know. But you know, I trust this guy. I mean, it's fine. He's gonna be fine. I think if any of us were to be capable of pulling this off, and literally pulling it off is just delivering a letter, he's the one to do it.
What is?
And he seems.
Who is this?
He seems legit.
This is Tenebrae's theme.
As far as I could tell, I mean, he seems like he's not going to open it.
Okay, if you guys trust him, but I'm telling you, he told me he would kill us if we opened it.
I promise.
am telling you, in exact words, he will kill us. Do not open the letter, please, God.
Out of curiosity, is this Flickie exaggerating, or did you actually forget what he said?
Dude, didn't he say, I would be irate if you opened the letter?
No.
Irate is not murder.
No, he just said that he's hiring you as couriers, not editors. It's a private letter.
Yeah, dude, but he's a fucking captain of a fucking ship that's trying to fucking go against the guy. Dude,
he's a naval officer. He's not a pirate.
No, sorry, he's a naval officer going against the government, right? Isn't that the whole thing we're doing? So he's not going to want any goddamn loose ends. This man will try and kill us. If we leak his shit, this man will try and kill us. So let's just be careful. Unless someone has like X-ray vision and we can go, no, be the ball.
You would be the only person powerful enough, and you can't do that yet.
Yeah, fucking see, exactly. But I gave him my word. And I want him as an ally, so I vote that we do not read the letter.
I suppose if it's bad, we'll find out.
I like it. Is this fine? Okay.
Yeah.
We're all good. All right. Icar will pick up his his cane and he'll head out back towards the greens.
Okay. All right, you get there, and your fancy pants new thing lets you avoid the having to pay the toll.
Wait, what?
I'm kidding.
Yes.
You son of a bitch!
No, but Icar is famous enough that he's able to avoid paying the bridge toll.
Yeah, he now has a class ability that says that anything minor like that just it's taken care of. He's basically got plot credit.
Okay, I can dig it.
Well, no, it's because I have celebrity perks. Everybody knows who Icar is. They're like, "Oh, you're fine. You don't need to pay the bridge toll. You're a noble son." He's
Can
a
we
cool
not
dude.
pay the bridge toll if we're walking with him?
Uh,
Because
It's
we are
only
going
up-
back to the coffee
it's-
house.
it's only up to a gold piece, and Icar is walking separately from the group because he left earlier because you guys were still arguing,
Essentially,
and
it
Tib'resh
means,
had to go pee.
essentially, it means he never has to worry about paying for anything that's a gold piece or less, and that includes meals or this toll.
So if we're all walking together, just for future curiosity, and he goes, "This one's with me," because it covers up to a gold, does that work?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I probably won't do it though.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to. I don't want
I
to.
mean, I won't go. I'm with him.
I don't want to abuse my authority.
I'm with
I want
her.
to.
Authority quotation marks.
Anyway,
Shit, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we're waiting at the coffee house.
I thought we
split
waited for
past-
Tim.
So, Icar would like to sort of poke his head around the gate to the greens first and just keep an eye out for anyone from the Jhaltero family or from the Jhaltero estate to just sort of walk around the corner as they go by, just to keep himself scared.
unfortunately, with a 21 perception, you don't see anyone from your household.
Okay. So he'll head to the gate for the Elorian estate.
All right. The gate's there. It's daytime, so it's opened.
And he's standing there in front of the gate, and he pulls the letter out, and he's just sort of turning it over his hands. He's thinking about it.
Okay. There is a
He's
guard.
thinking about it.
There is the house guard just inside the gate and says, "Say, hello,
I'm rolling a die to see what I want to do.
Fry.
okay.
It's a pleasure to meet you."
Icar will tuck it back into his pocket,
Okay.
and he'll go up to the guard. Pardon me.
Yes. Oh, young Lord Jhaltero, how may we help you this day?
I need to speak with Markel. It's about the
Yes.
about the engagement.
The pending nuptials. Yes. Please, this way, and he escorts you to the front door.
All right.
Yeah.
Icar will help himself inside.
Yeah, he's inside. Fortunately, you don't see any of the Elorians around, but he's like, should I announce you, Lord Jhaltero?
No, thank you. I'm just passing by, and I thought I might stop to exchange a few words. Is he in his study?
Unfortunately, the young master has been confined to his room. He is... That's the extent of what I know.
I see. It won't be a problem if I go to speak with him there, will it?
No, but he must stay there. You can go to his room, but he must stay there by order of the Count.
I see. Have someone bring up some tea for us.
Absolutely. Do you have a preference? Why am I asking this? He starts looking around for one of the household maids. He finally
Whatever the house has.
I'll find one of the maids and take care of that. He gives you the directions up the stairs, down the hallway, and then to the right.
Okay. Icar will head up the stairs. Up the hallway to the right, go to the door, and sort of wait.
There is a slight thing as you pass by a door to what appears to be a study, and you can actually see, like, from behind, sitting in an armchair, the frame of Count Oxus, but it's from behind and he doesn't notice you.
I see. He casts a very big shadow.
He's not a small man. When he sits around the house, he sits around the house.
Oh!
Fortunately, he has a mansion. Anyway.
Ooh.
Icar will slip by without making much noise.
But yeah, there appears to be someone in a chair sitting outside the door that you were directed to. Currently, the person sitting there is one of the household maids.
Yes. Pardon me. Is
Yes,
Mas-
hello.
is Markel inside?
He should be. That's why we're all here.
All right. Well, I need to go in. Would you mind seeing if he's presentable?
Yes, one moment. And she she stands up, takes a key out, unlocks the door, steps inside, and you can hear behind the door. And then she opens the door and says, "Yes, he's presentable. I'll just wait out here."
Very well. Icar will go in.
All right, you do, and as you step inside, Markwell's room is not unlike yours as far as size and decor. It's the son of a noble family's room. It's not that different from your own, although the decoration might be a little bit.
What
different.
does he keep in his room? Like, is it?
Looking about it, he appears to have a significantly larger number of books than you do, and also less swords and knives and dark clothing.
What a nerd.
And bat cowls.
All right. He looks up and he says, "Oh, Icar, wasn't expecting you. I thought word on the street was that you were heading out with a family caravan."
Yes. Well, we all learn things that change our opinion on. Icar will use his cane to make sure the door is, shut behind him.
It is.
And he'll go over to where is Markel, like, sitting down?
Yes, he's sitting at a writing desk.
Okay. Icar will go up to the writing desk, reach into his cloak pocket, and just sort of toss the letter on the table.
Oh, is this?
I'd like you to explain this.
Oh, is this from your sister?
No. Read it, please.
Oh.
Aloud. I'd like to hear what it says.
Oh, okay. Hold on. And he takes a letter opener, uses it to break the seal, and opens it up and reads it.
What does it say?
Hold on. He's reading it silently to himself first. He's like, let me read it first myself. And he kind of trails off, and his eyes go wide, and a large smile crosses his face, and he says, "Wait, Cassius is in town?"
Read the letter, Markel. What does it say?
And you can just see his cheeks start to flush a bit, and he says, I really don't think I should."
You really don't think you should?
It's personal.
Well, the person who sent that letter...
Although it does say here at the end that you may trust these messengers to escort you to me. Is the rest of your family with you outside or something?
No.
Ah.
I was tasked to deliver that letter to you and take your reply verbatim to the person who sent it. But it seems to me that there is more going on in this letter than I've been told. I'll ask you one last time, Markel, what is on the letter? Because I'm getting a very bad feeling about this letter, especially how it concerns my family.
The captain is offering me a place to hide away from my family during the current timber of the city.
So he's offering you what? Why is the captain offering you a place to hide? How do you know him?
For the past several years, Cantargo's been a favorite port of call for him, and we met at a restaurant and we got to talking, and we have a shared love of the arts and, poetry, and it's... He trails off. Yeah. He's a friend. A very good one.
He's a very good friend. I see. Good enough for you to abandon my sister as our families are about to be wed and run off to his ship.
Yes. You
just said that straight faced to me? Yes? You don't You don't have any compunction about this?
I seem to recall when this entire arrangement first started that we were both looking for a way out, and
That was before I figured out that the captain in the harbor is your very special good friend that you read poetry to.
Sorry.
And he says that.
Luke laugh. That's Luke laughing.
Icar says that as condescendingly as I said it.
You can condescend to me as much as you want, Lord Jhaltero.
We're on a first name basis now, since apparently
yes. Oh,
we're doing more the rescue.
We are, but I'm being serious here too.
Okay. Markel, I cannot help you. And the people that I know cannot help you unless you give me some idea of what we're working against. From what I understand, your father's always been sort of oafish, but he's never kept you locked inside your room for this long, for this, this inflexibly. What's changed? You said the only thing that's changed recently is the Torrent was banned, and and a couple of writers.
It's a personal internal thing. I am not yet comfortable getting involved with the family salt and silver business, and my father has me sitting in here until I come to my good senses about the family business.
Oh, well, you and me both, brother.
But fine, if you want to see the note, here. And he sends it to you, and to keep it private, I am messaging you the contents of the note in Facebook Messenger.
I see. The cabin is. You may trust these messages to escort you to me. Icar finishes reading the letter, and he just sort of blushes a little bit. You're right. This is personal.
Do you see why I was hesitant at first?
I didn't know.
And I imagine Cassius was rather verbose about his desire to keep it private as well. So keep it between us now, too.
You have my word. I won't talk to anyone else about what's on this letter.
Thank you. Oh, fuck you!
Bitch!
Hold on. Where's your...
No! Are you reading the letter?
Yes, he is.
Fuck!
Oh, to be fair,
no, dude!
Dillon, Markwell handed it to him.
He handed it to me.
Anyway, he's like,
I handed it to him.
Fine. He's like, fine. I'm holding you to that.
Okay.
That being said, I'm not getting out of here that easily.
Yes, I see now that I think we've all been duped a little bit.
The possibility exists.
What's this about the pen? So you have been writing him?
Not so, but I'm not going to say anything about it here.
Okay, that's fair. We probably have been talking a little bit too loudly. I got a little agitated.
By the way, Roger, now that we've reached this point in the story, I can fucking show you a picture of Markwell.
Oh, look at that baby hand. Little itty bitty baby hand. It looks kind of like a toddler's foot popping out of his sleeve. All right. Well, tell you what, I'm not even really supposed to be here right now.
Caravanning, as it were.
What? Everyone knows about it. I swear, I think my father's been shouting it from the rooftops, apparently.
He's very proud.
Well, pride is a sin.
Well, if anything, part of that is some of the reason I'm in here. Your father is so proud that you're taking an interest in the family business. My father is
don't put this on.
Don't follow suit.
Oh, don't put this on me. Don't blame me. Don't put that evil on me.
I'm not blaming you. I've been in here for several weeks now, and your caravan was what, recent-er than that?
Yes.
It was just a joke and an observation I made.
I see. Perhaps I'm just not in the mood to make jokes right now because my my task has become a lot more complicated.
Well,
Tell you what.
How about this? If your task is more complicated this way, let me see what I can do to make it easier for you. If you do you want look out my window here, and he points to the window overlooking the back of the Olorian estate.
Okay.
And there's a small yard leading to the back fence, and there's a gate back there next to a large doghouse. He says, "If you come
Well,
back,
that shouldn't be too hard. Out the window, down the fence.
Yes.
Feed the dog some sleeping bones.
I can arrange for that gate to be unlocked tonight if you come back after curfew, but avoid the Hound. It's a recent gift to my father from the Lord Mayor for his recent support of his new rule, and the thing, it's monstrous. It doesn't have. It's a beast with no skin and 3 heads.
Now that sounds monstrous.
It's terrifying, and it's smart. During the day, it stays in the doghouse, but at night, it patrols the grounds. If you can get in between its routes through the back garden, we might be able to sneak out that way.
Possibly.
And he looks around, and he grabs 2 candles on his desk, and I'll leave these 2 candles burning in my window so you can tell which window is mine from down there at night.
How confident do you feel about scaling down the side of the house?
There's a motion as his withered arm kind of twitches a little bit.
Okay, I think we can fix that. That might not be the problem. The dog, or whatever it is going to be the problem.
By the way, you can make me I think it's a knowledge planes check to identify what he was just describing.
I don't think I have knowledge planes trained. Nope.
Okay.
But I will keep the description in mind, and I will give it secondhand to our knowledge bot.
All right.
I assume that's me.
Probably.
Don't unlock the gate tonight. I need to talk and see how long. I need to talk with the other
Resident
people who would be
magic
helping
man.
me and see what we can do. Why don't I will. Icar will pull out his raven figurine. I'll send this raven onto that tree out there.
You could just send it to the windowsill.
Or I'll send it to the windowsill the day that we will come for you. So when you see the raven in the day, be sure that night the gatehouse is unlocked.
If that's one of those figurines of wondrous power I've heard about, I think I have to send a response at all, don't I?
You shouldn't have to. Oh, yes,
yeah,
you do.
yeah.
You do have to send a response.
I will. Fine. I will send a confirmation.
Okay. And you don't think that that'll tip Oxus off?
Well, fortunately, since I'm confined to my room, it keeps most people out of here except what few visitors I have, and Father is giving me the silent treatment because for some reason he thinks it's a punishment.
Well, I'm sure I'll be getting an earful of my own at the end of this affair.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not telling anybody anything.
What do you know what? We'll talk about Leslie when we come get you. You and I are going to have a conversation about my sister, but that can wait. So I'd like you to think about what you're going to tell her, or what I'm going to tell her for you. Okay?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this has to happen, but
I could tell from the very beginning that there was something in the way between you and her. I just didn't expect that it would be this.
I believe I mentioned once upon a time that there was somebody else that might have been out there, and it wasn't your sister, but...
Right. It didn't happen to be a Chelish Navy captain.
He
You
just,
know what?
he just
Okay.
shrugs.
I'm letting I'm letting my feelings get the better of myself.
Yeah. If you want to keep your presence here a secret from your family, you should probably leave before Father finishes his lunch
You're
in
right.
his study.
Right. Then Markel, adieu.
Adieu.
And Icar will head out, sort of bumping into the maid who's just about to bring them tea. He'll pick up one of the teacups and sniff it and sip a little bit, set it back, and say, "That was lovely, thank you." And then he'll head for the door.
There's a very confused maid standing in the hall as you round the corner. Wait, what?
Markel's like the sword instructor guy, right?
No,
Who
Markel
is he
is-
again?
He's the dude that Icar's sister was gonna get engaged to,
Oh, yeah.
which is why this whole
okay,
thing is very
alright.
complicated.
Yep. Okay, everything makes a lot more sense
Oh,
now.
Is
Garrett,
that
what
a
are you
ferret?
doing? It's a squirrel.
Oh, okay.
I would like to point out that Markel gave the letter back to me, and he never took it back from me.
I'm gonna clear. Okay, that's right. DM moment. Markwell gets the letter back from you before you leave.
Okay. I just wanted to know. I wanted you to know that I still had it, because I wasn't going to go, half an hour more and be like, I've still got the letter.
I'm sorry. I forgot to clarify that by letting you read the letter, he is not letting you keep the letter.
Okay. Then we're going to have to sneak back out of the greens and head back towards the coffee house.
All right. It's not that difficult. You weren't in there long, after all, so it's not
Right.
like the circumstances have changed too much.
Do we just want to take our break now, because
I
they're
think, yeah.
eating a cracker and doing other stuff?
Yeah, I was about to say.
About
I just
like
ate a
15
cracker. I
from
didn't
dinner.
mean
So
to...
if we break right now, the food for us is going to be ready as we are getting back.
Okay, then we'll have the discussion at the coffee house and then take break. Sound good?
Okay.
Word.
Okay.
All right.
So Icar comes back to the coffee house, sort of, frazzled looking.
Yeah, with a very oh boy kind of air about it.
He just reaches over and grabs a scone. He bites into it, even though it's like, from this morning, it's already kind of cold and stale.
No, it's a fresh one.
Oh, it's a fresh one.
Yeah.
He bites
You're
into
Icar,
it,
bro.
chews it, and looks around to see who else is in the coffee house.
There's a few patrons here. Laria and Corva Fushi are actually behind the counter working. But other than that, there's not too much unfamiliar happening here.
Tib'resh is also.
Am I
Tib'resh
in
is
the
also
coffee
there.
house, or are we still at Tibresh's place?
That's up to you guys.
You guys
It's
all
up to us.
you guys all said you were waiting at the coffee house.
No,
for this.
we're at the coffee house.
Oh, yeah, no, my bad. My brain just did like a 3 episodes ago time lapse. I'm sorry. Yes. Well, I'm sitting in my bunk after my morning poo, just not manhandling him, but holding his feet on my hands and just staring into his face. And me and Tim are having whatever kind of conversation, just kind of off by ourselves.
Tim is deciding to mess with you and is giving you the silent treatment.
I literally look at Tib'resh and I go, "What the fuck is going on?"
It's been a very trying day for the wizard.
Tib'resh, stunned, knowing absolutely nothing of what's going on, says, "I don't know."
I run outside to the nearest lake and I jump in.
Fortunately,
To the other guys.
fortunately, there's one just out in the park out front.
Exactly.
All right, so Flickie's busy doing that by the time Icar gets back. Basically, you bump into him on the way out the door. It's like, "Hey, Icar, sorry, but I'm crazy. I need to hop in the lake."
Jesus Christ! As I sprint out the front.
Asmodeus!
Hey,
You know-
Icar, you see Flickie run outside talking about gods that don't exist in our universe?
I did, and I was very tempted to join him. Very, very therapeutic.
Therapeutic. Man, I guess everyone's going crazy around here.
Well, it's a crazy world we live in. one day you expect to see your sister happy at the altar with a husband who maybe has a bit of a, but he's fine, and then it turns out he's not actually fine. So now you've got to figure out what you're going to do about that, and you've got to break him out of his house. And you didn't even expect that you were going to be here. I'm rambling. Let me sit down.
Tib'resh's eyebrows get higher the further that conversation goes, and beckons Liara over for a few cups of coffee because we're gonna fucking need it. Laria, sorry, I put that in wrong, and I've been playing Mass Effect.
Yeah, I understand that I was about to make the same reference, but yeah, Laria actually, she doesn't need to be beckoned over. She heard that entire thing, and there's a fresh cup of joe by the time you sit down.
Laria, it's like you read my mind. You are a brilliant, brilliant hostess.
I know how to run my restaurant, thank you very much.
You say
You
he's
sure
not
do.
fine, Icar?
Oh, where do I start? Okay. Where's Flickie? You know what? He really needs to be here for this
He
conversation.
just ran out screaming.
I'm pretty
You see
sure
me, like,
I heard a
throw
flush a few
open the
moments
saloon
ago.
doors, like both the saloon doors, like swing open, and I'm soaked as fuck, and like Tim's on my shoulder, and I'm just like, guys,
No, he's not.
I don't think I'm crazy.
Every
Oh,
week
okay.
with this guy.
Yeah, there's not exactly saloon doors, but you do come in drenched like a wet dog.
And I just walk in, and I'm like, all right, dudes, I think I can legitimately talk to my hawk, and it does. I don't need you guys to prove it because it's happening. All right, what's up? What are we doing? I'm like, you see me like shift down to like my like underwear type deal, and I'm just letting my robes dry. But I do it upstairs in the loft so Laria doesn't get mad.
Yeah, you do it in the loft, but you hang out in the fucking coffee shop in your underwear.
I can hear you from the loft.
It's not
of course.
it's
I
not
hang
a
out in my
loft.
underwear. Yeah.
It's not a loft. There's a solid.
Oh well,
upstairs
and
area.
upstairs.
And upstairs is
Let me
behind
rephrase that.
Upstairs is behind several doors, walls, and a trap door and a ladder.
Oh, we're in the nest.
No.
No, we're in the coffee house.
We're in the coffee shop. You were talking about going into the nest. There isn't an upstairs of the coffee shop.
Yeah. Dylan, the last time.
Okay,
the
my
last,
bad.
yeah,
I thought-
the last time you were upstairs and couldn't participate in downstairs is when those Datari guards came in asking questions, and you guys scared them off with talks of hermaphrodites. But the
Good times.
Times.
but you were upstairs. You were just like, God, I want to participate, but I'm not there.
Yeah, no, that's true. I completely forgot about that. Well, shit, baby. I don't know what to do then.
You could just press
So,
it to yourself.
Let's go to
by.
Tib'resh.
Yeah, let's just say.
Yeah. I throw in, I'm wet, and I go, I'll be right back. And I take off all my clothes and put on what, like a t-shirt and like rag pants?
Sure.
Like, I don't know.
It's
I
very-
assume I have some kind of...
Yeah, it's very Pulp
All right,
Fiction.
cool. Yeah, I walk in, I'm like, all right, guys, sorry. And they've never seen me in anything else, so they're like, what?
Flickie walks in gym shorts and a party naked T-shirt.
with a fuck sluts hat. And it's just like,
Flickie, are
what
you I mean, there is technically something more pressing going on here, but are you okay?
No, these are my dad's clothes.
Okay.
I guess I can't get one of those hats.
Tib'resh
No, he has five.
Tib'resh chews a toothpick in his mouth, but like crunches it apart and finishes eating it because he's very concerned and distracted.
Roger, I imagine you're all the way through this cup of coffee by the time this nonsense stuff finishes.
Yes.
Laria gives you a refill.
I give Garrett an I fuck sluts hat. I mean, Sugtok.
Do you have anything stronger to go in the coffee?
I got you, buddy. And I pull out my flask.
Not that strong. I want to be awake tomorrow.
And I swill my flask.
He's just a young man, Boarris.
I'm sure I could put some of the more robust beans in here, but how strong are you looking for, Sugar?
I don't think I'm gonna be sleeping.
Oh, okay. 1 moment. She comes back and then she gives you a much darker cup of coffee.
Thank you. All right.
You see her. The rest of you see her slide the bag of death wish somewhere else.
All right.
Oh, that's that
And
super
so-
coffee, right?
That's the shit I drink.
Yeah,
so
that's your weird ass shit. Sorry.
Yes, Roger.
So the good news, everyone, is that I delivered the letter, and I'm pretty sure that no one except us knows that letter's been delivered.
Cool.
Yeah,
Bad
that's the whole
news.
point.
The bad news is that Flickie was right. Turns out we are also kidnapping.
Oh.
Yeah,
all of us
You
go.
seem like you need to do this tonight based on your caffeine intake.
I can probably wait until tomorrow. Probably. But I guess the sooner it's over, the
What if
sooner I can move on with this.
we overpower him and he comes of his own
No,
volition?
he wants to leave. He
Oh,
wants
so
to come
it's
with
not
us.
kidnapping per se as much as it is
So-
a
no,
rescue.
we have to remove him from his estate.
Yes,
so what's
the
the,
prob-
concern,
Oh,
Icar?
it's the
I mean,
estate.
we have-
Oh my god, I didn't even realize it was the estate.
concern-
I'm an
The
idiot.
concern, well, the concern really has nothing to do with the mission. It's personal. I will help get him out of the house, and I promise that I will not hit him.
Why would you want to hit him?
Okay,
Well,
maybe he's an asshole.
it's like I said, it's complicated and it's personal.
All right.
But he would like to
Complicated
leave
and
the house.
personal sounds like you know more about the letter than we do.
Well, yes, I got his verbatim reply,
Oh, right.
so I had to know what he was answering. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to share it with you all. But the important part is how we're going to get him out. Do you have that map of the estate? Or you gave it to me. Here, I have it. All right.
Hold on a second, everybody.
I understand, Icar. There's apparently a lot going on
There's
in
a
your mind.
point where we have to let the DM do the deal.
Yeah, if you guys scroll to the right of the holding house, you'll see basically the sketched out map area that's on the piece of paper. That
Also,
you guys-
Garrett, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
All right. So,
Yeah,
Wait. We're supposed to be in this little hallway type deal?
well,
No, this is where we'll be when we're going to rescue him. I'm
Yeah,
So-
you're out there. And also,
so-
this right here, this white line is the delineation between two separate maps.
Oh, because we already did this. Yeah,
yeah,
we already did
You can ignore all
this
this
map, right?
Yeah, this white line is where this.
Yeah.
map
Oh,
ends.
that's the lady.
Alright.
That's that crazy bitch. Okay.
I had
got
been
you.
meaning to
So-
talk to Icar about that other room.
what?
Another
other
time,
room?
another place. The
Okay.
holding house. It's not the time for it.
Okay. Well, all right. So, I can't believe I'm doing this, but we really need these favors.
I'm
all right.
Brian Bacon.
They are favors for the party. Party favors.
Markel is here in this room. There is a, I'm assuming this is westerly facing window right here.
Pretty much.
This gate, he says that he has the power to unlock for us.
Or arrange
Whichever-
to be unlocked.
Or arrange to be unlocked the night that we are going to take him from the estate. The problem is that there are, by my count when I was there, at least 4 guards. I don't know how many are wandering the estate at night.
You know from personal experience this type of thing that you saw 4, but considering the small amount of the estate you saw, there are definitely more.
There's probably
There are probably going to be a few patrolling at night. Them I'm also not super worried about. What I'm worried about is this. He says that Thrun has gifted his father a new watch puppy, except it's not a puppy, it's a dog that doesn't have any skin and has multiple heads.
Knowledge planes to identify.
How many heads?
I didn't ask.
Oof.
Tib'resh takes a rough guess.
All right. Dillon, are you going to try?
You're the
what
one
was
to
the
do
role I
it.
was going for?
Knowledge planes.
Knowledge Flames, what are we looking at? +9? Yeah, I got you. One sec. 19 plus 9 is 28.
Okay, from the incomplete description, Tib'resh doesn't roll high enough, but Flickie knows that, a multi-headed dog with no skin. That sounds like a Cerberus.
Oh no! Did you guys ever watch the early '90s Disney film Hercules?
What the
Does
fuck
each
is
head-
what the fuck is a
Jesus Christ.
Disney?
Oh my God! That
Does
is
each
way
head
more
have a
creepy.
different
What the
attitude?
hell?
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I
One of
mean,
them's sad, one of them's smart, and one of them's
well,
angry.
whatever
it's
it
like the
is,
Powerpuff Girls.
it's intelligent, and it's going to be patrolling at night.
Yeah, Flickie
I'm
actually,
assu-
Flickie
and
actually,
I'm-
Flickie knows that a Cerberus is not. It looks like a dog, but it is an intelligent outsider. Like it is capable.
So it is
capable.
indeed
Of,
a material being.
it is capable of intelligent thought.
Oh,
Do we?
shit.
And
Does it
communication.
move from this doghouse, Icar?
I didn't see it out during the day, but I'm assuming it's out at night.
Marquell specifically said that during the day it stays in the house, but at night it patrols the grounds.
Yes,
Is
what God said.
Damn.
I do have a way to make it less aware of us through song.
No, I know that it's intelligent. I believe we can speak.
Okay,
Why the
what-
fuck would we
you-
talk to the three-headed,
Yeah,
skinless
why
dog?
would we talk
Flickie?
to?
Oh, this is the first crazy decision we've made.
I'm
This
not.
is the
no,
first
I'm gonna
one?
put my foot a line in the sand here. I'm not talking to the three-headed, skinless demon dog.
I'm gonna talk to the
No,
demon
you're not.
dog.
Flickie, you know that Cerberus are inherently vicious and very bloodthirsty.
Never mind. I send Sugtok to talk to the demon dog.
We're
Yep,
not. We're not.
I will
we're
do
not
that.
there yet. We're literally just looking at a blueprint.
Nah, you're
I
good. I'm
know.
kidding. But okay, I don't talk to the demon dog. I turn back and go, we should fucking leave.
We are not there.
We're not there.
Yeah, we're,
I know, I'm gonna find you.
Okay, so we need to find a way to neutralize or handle the dog, or we would have to break him out when the dog is not around in the middle of the day. But he can't
that's fair.
unlock the gate
Yeah,
during the day.
clarification. During the day, the thing stays in that doghouse. At night, it patrols the entire grounds of the estate,
Oh, okay.
making a
So-
circle.
Flickie, why don't
Do
we
I
just
know
have
that
Tim
like,
look?
it can't come out at day or some shit? Like, does it like dissolve or some shit during the day? Like, do I know anything about it like
It
that?
can handle the daylight. It just stays there. That's the extent of
Oh,
it.
okay, cool.
Why don't we just have Tim tell
Alright.
us once he's left, or tell you and then you relay it to us?
Okay, so
Yeah, sure.
so we can watch the dog to see where it is patrolling the grounds. Now, the second problem is going to be getting Markel down from his
15 foot off the ground, second
Yeah.
story window.
second story window to the first story. He's not confident about using a rope, so we need to have a way to ease him down.
I'm just gonna cut in here just to make your plans easier. As far as the withered arm, I'm gonna let you know what that actually does for him. He cannot use it to take actions or carry objects. He takes a -4 penalty on just about every check that requires dexterity, and he cannot use any sort of two-handed anything.
Ooh.
I think
Okay. So,
I
what's
have.
there?
Can we get a ladder? Can we get a makeshift ladder?
Ladders
Listen,
take 2 hands.
We can probably build
You
one,
guys, the
man.
other night after our encounter at the holding house, I feel just the magical abilities that I might be able to reach out into more spells than I've been able to cast before. I've heard of bards that can whistle and cause a stone to fall as light as a feather. I could simply
Is there
whistle
any way
at him
I
and let
could,
him
like,
drop.
give him magic?
Okay, well, if you can help him drop
How high is
Giving
his
it-
window?
15 feet.
15 feet, if we can
I-
get that,
I
then
believe as
getting
long
from
as he's
there-
closer than 35 feet to me, I can have him fall as light as a feather.
okay.
I'm
well,
also
then from
quite
there-
strong. I could catch him if he just wants to jump into my arms.
I honestly can't say whether he would or not.
It's 15 feet. I've seen better. Well, I mean,
Okay, so
I've seen worse.
do we want to do this tonight? I told him I would send my raven when we wanted him to have the gate unlocked.
Tell him to unlock the gate. I think we can get him out without being noticed if we play this smart.
And we can't just grab him when he unlocks the gate.
Tim, you're muted.
We can't just grab him when he unlocks the gate.
He's not unlocking the gate. He's having
someone unlock the gate.
Because he's confined to his room.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
so
Where's the
here's-
main entrance to this house? Is that
it's
mapped
on the
out?
it's on the
the
other
other.
side.
Okay.
But I don't know why we'd want to go through the front door.
No, I'm just.
Excuse me,
I'm
we're here
trying
to
get
take your son
dimensions.
from you.
Okay.
Yeah, give it to me. Give it
So-
to me.
So here's the plan. Flickie, you are on reconnaissance duty. We want to know where the dog is so that we can figure out when it's not patrolling the back of the house, and we can go in once we know that it's not there.
Absolutely. I scoop my boy Tim, and I relay the message to him and have him help
I
us.
hope
Sugtok,
Tim is
you
super
are-
specific with
You
his
are on
directions.
Featherfall duty.
All right.
Mhm.
Tib'resh, you are going to be, I guess, our alternative distraction. If
No.
for some reason we need to pull the dog away, all we need you to do is make a disturbance on the other side of the house, and that should draw the attention.
All we have to do.
All we need you to do is pretend, make enough of a distraction to get the dog's attention. I'm not asking you to jump in and challenge it to a sumo fight.
Sure, Tib'resh cracks all of his knuckles, and it sounds like a piece of wood snapping.
Cracks his knuckles and it sounds like a rock slide.
Icar,
Sounds like a Blue Man Group instrument.
Icar, for purely my entertainment, and so I have a story to tell Vindelfeck later. Can your note
Love that guy.
to have him unlock the gate also instruct him when the rock taps at his window, he should run full speed and jump from it? Trust me, it'll be awesome.
There goes my hero.
It's the only
should
way.
Should we probably double check?
Yeah,
if
let's
Kendall
take- let's-
can actually handle a person's weight before we
Oh, no.
say something.
No, this
cannot.
isn't Vindelfeck.
He
This is
cannot.
Featherfall.
Vindelfeck can't
I
handle-
assure you,
Featherfall,
gentlemen,
right.
my spell will cause him to fall light as a feather.
You have to hit
Yes,
a
that
moving
works.
object.
It works.
You have to hit a moving object.
It'll work. I'm not drinking.
It's not like he hits.
No, that'll
it's
work.
not like he shoots a laser beam and it falls. He snaps his finger and something within range suddenly falls slower.
I've been playing a lot of
Hey,
Mass
real
Effect, and you
quick.
got to use those biotic abilities, and
Yeah.
it just shoots in a beam, and it's like, fuck you. That's the stupidest way that ability could work.
Until
Hey, I don't mean
Whatever.
to. I don't mean to put my hand in the mix, but it's 8:27.
Yeah, our food actually-
Should we all get back
Torrent just
together
told us
at
food's
like
ready.
8:45?
I was gonna say as soon as you guys-
8:45?
as soon as you
Okay.
guys settle on a plan, I was gonna say break.
So yeah, we'll meet up. We'll meet up there tonight.
All right.
Icar, send the Raven, and we'll meet up just after curfew.
I'll send the
Absolutely.
Raven.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I'll type it out and send it to you.
Maybe if
Luke.
your buddy can leave a note that softens the blow so we're not immediately sought after. I don't know. There's already a Cerberus guarding.
Well, Cerberus patrols the place at night, so we'll have Flickie communicate with his hawk. Apparently they can talk now, so that'll be very useful. We'll have him tell us when the coast is clear. We'll go in the unlocked gate, throw a rock at the window. It'll hit, he'll jump out, and then float softly through the air to the ground where we'll walk out the gate. Should be fine.
I'm sure this will all go
I'm
according
sure
to plan,
everything will go-
exactly the way we think it will.
Hey, our last
Exactly.
plan went
Tib'resh
according to
gets it.
plan because nobody did anything crazy.
You guys, this will be perfect. We've got a
Okay.
perfect plan. All right, we'll see y'all at 8:45.
All right, break.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna pee. I'm gonna hit the gas station because it's 4 minutes away, and I'll be back by 8:45, probably 8:40.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, see you. Hey, fuck it.
All right, Roger, are you here? Or are you...
I
Okay.
All right.
Or are you or are you suffering both your regular and your character's aneurysm?
just my aneurysm right now. I keep character stuff in character. Let me just switch over to different aneurysm mode.
Okay.
All right, we're good.
I'm gonna go grab a beer. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Ah! Shoot! Give me back.
Or Tenebrae? The note was signed Tenebrae, isn't it?
Yes.
Does he know
Yeah, I'll
Tenebrae?
be. Only by reputation.
Hell yeah. The whole way there, I'm trying to be like sneaky. But all right, hold on. I'll roll perception for it. I'm gonna roll perception to try to look for people who are around, and on the way there, I'm trying to hum an F sharp because I believe F sharp is the note of Featherfall.
What is that? The brown note?
No, it's 2 Fs, so Featherfall, F sharp.
Sure, whatever.
All right.
So roll.
Anyway, so we're back from break officially now.
That's my perception for people who are around for me humming.
Well, the important thing is you guys are going out after curfew. That's the highfalutin ticket right now.
Yep. And I am humming to practice
Mhm.
regardless.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, while humming and looking around, you said perception.
Uh-huh.
You don't see much in the immediate area, but you do see the flickers of like torchlight and or lantern light from patrols off in the distance, giving you ample warning of like ducking into the alleyway to avoid them.
Hell yeah.
Can we take tips from Tenebrae or Icar? Or
We're probably
whatever
gonna have
the
to
hell
sneak through town. Yeah.
No, didn't we say we'd meet up at the gate?
The music stopped right as all of us had no answer. It was like,
You can't.
Are we not just
plan.
heading out from the coffee house together?
That was the plan, as far as I.
Yeah, I
understood.
thought we were all leaving together.
Although
Yeah.
Icar needs to
I forgot-
change his
oh,
outfit.
Also, I forgot. You got the Raven back with a note that says, "Understood, I think, but the gate will be open."
Let's just bail. Let's go.
We're gonna sneak our way across town from the coffee house over here.
All right, everybody, roll me stealth.
God damn it! I knew this was gonna pop up again soon.
We had to sneak over. It's after.
I'm not mad. I'm just frustrated.
With myself.
Well, I rolled a 1, so
And I've got a -4 to stealth from my armor.
Yeah, but it doesn't count. Yeah, but what's your that's only added into the rest of your bonuses from having like points and like dexterity and stuff.
What are we rolling?
Stealth.
Okay.
yeah, and I fucked us.
So I've got a straight B20.
Oh dear.
Mr. One More Better,
I'm so fucking sneaky.
and I'm behind you like, yeah.
What'd you get?
I got a 1.
Plus your dex.
Oh, plus my dex, I got a 4. Woo!
So yeah, Flickie's basically screaming, and I'm stomping around in fucking chainmail.
I thought you had a breastplate by this point.
You mama. He does.
I think it is, yeah.
Okay.
It's whatever my armor is. The Masterwork chainmail armor. No, it should be something
It
else.
should be a +1 breastplate.
Yeah, +1 breastplate.
You have a +1
okay, so
breastplate,
AC
yeah.
penalty is -3.
So it should be
I
a
still
3.
have that chainmail armor then.
Yeah,
I
you,
need to sell
you
that.
haven't sold that yet.
Can I say, just for my sake, that I dropped that off at the coffee house?
Sure.
Mm.
Alright. You guys are not exactly having a successful
just-
stealthing moment here, so the possibility exists that
Yeah, we're really dropping the ball. Sorry.
All right. Well, it's time to roll a percentile.
Oh, did we fuck up?
No, it's time to roll a percentile to see if you guys encounter a patrol.
Oh, that's. Oh well, let's do it, baby. I hope you roll a 1.
It's ridiculous.
Okay. You do not run afoul of a patrol, even with a stealth check that low. Although some people are yelling at you from outside, from the windows, saying like, "Get inside! We don't want trouble in here."
Fellas, you got to do better next time.
It would help if he wasn't singing the whole way.
Yeah, I
Listen,
will admit
I've
I got
gotta
sucked into the
practice.
song.
I'm not gonna.
I've got to practice to figure out what note for this new spell.
I remember there was a fucking episode of Mucha Lucha where a fucking mariachi band was following Ricochet around all the time, singing, narrating what he was doing, even while he was trying to sneak past the principal's office, and the mariachis were going like, "Ricochet is sneaking, Ricochet is sneaking." That's what I'm imagining is happening kind of right now.
Look, guys, I am 7 feet tall and nearly 400 pounds, and I am doing better than you. Can we please quiet down?
I cast enlarge person on Tib'resh.
No.
It's just like-
Actually, Flickie's excuse is that Tim the Hawk is still ing. Because that's what a
yeah,
1 gets
he's
you.
talking to me, but he doesn't realize that he's screaming still.
Because that's what a 1 gets you. But you guys do get to the
Yeah,
greens.
that 1 is gonna give me good stuff,
But you
man.
guys do get to the greens, and because of the map of the greens, the back gates are literally like right up against like almost the castle walls around the district. So it's turn in from the gate and immediately just follow the walls to the right. And you come to the Elorian estate, pretty much basically where you guys are on the map right now. And there are 2 candles lit and in the window of the Markwell's window.
Is the gate
Okay, that's
like
the
a-
window we could see from the thing you were talking about
Yes, I will
before.
also point out that this fence is about 12 feet tall.
Yes, but is it
Yeah,
solid
nice.
or wrought iron?
It's solid wood with iron reinforcements on it. It's not like
Damn it,
it's
so
not-
we
it's
can't
not like
see
it's-
through it.
Yeah, no, not really.
So,
We need we need to know where the dog is.
Flickie, can you send Tim around and tell him to kind of keep an eye out for the dog and tell us when he's
Of course I
walking?
can.
I'm
well,
I
on
do
it.
that exactly.
In fact, he can talk to that hawk. I nudge Sugtok in the ribs. You know, he can talk directly to the hawk.
Anyway,
I looked at Bresh dead face and I go, I don't understand.
I mean,
Tim,
I'm sorry. I
takes
just don't
off.
know of people who can naturally
I slap him and
talk
I
to
go,
hawks.
you son of a bitch. Of course I do.
Seems legit, man. That's my bluff check for it.
Yikes.
If you say so.
It takes about a minute or 2 for Tim to come on back,
Okay.
and he tells you it's like, I saw the thing with 3 heads circling around the building. It should be coming through in about the next few seconds.
So,
Like, through the door?
how long is it going to
No,
take?
no,
it,
no, no.
Flickie?
Wait, is he talking to me? Because he's got to be
Yeah,
talking
because
to me.
I can't understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ask him, do you mean coming through the door in the next few seconds? Or, like, what do you mean?
He'll be coming through this part of the yard in about, what's the next number after 13?
14.
14 seconds.
Fuck.
Probably 10
I yell at
now.
my guys, we gotta establish ourselves now.
No! We
You'll be
wait
passing
until
through.
it passes, Flickie. We
You
don't
guys
want
are-
to fuck with this thing. You know-
Alright. Then I hold Tim and I say, then duck down and make no noise, everybody.
Step away from the walls.
Yeah, definitely get away from the door.
This fucking music, guys.
5, 4,
3.
This feels like sneaking from like a 2000s,
Yeah,
2000
exactly. Like a flash
mid-2000s
game.
video game, like Toy Story or
No,
some
this feels
Disney.
like downgraded Monaco.
Alright. I think it's been about 10 seconds since he passed. Flickie, have him peek and see if he's gone.
These are closed walls now that the doors are closed, so I'll use my actual head to poke myself and see if I can see anything through there.
Yeah, it's doors. It's not a gate.
I poke my head through, Luke.
It is unlocked.
I know. I'm saying
As the gate kind of like
I push the door open and check.
opens, this particular stretch does not seem to have any sort of three-headed monstrosity through it. Although you can kind of see it walking off. You can see its ass off in that direction.
Okay, we
Ah,
don't
what am
go
I
that
doing?
way.
All right.
All right, I kind of lean back and go, all right, it's gone.
Alright, I look around on the ground for a rock.
It's not that difficult.
I grab a rock, and I'm gonna follow Flickie and signal with one of these to the other two. A quick like.
Hey, someone
And-
should check that establishment to the north right there, that little 2x2.
Doghouse.
Oh, that's the doghouse. Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna run to here and throw the rock at the window.
What the fuck?
Make me an attack roll.
Oh, god damn it.
D20 plus base plus dex.
He has to make sure he hits the window.
Is that your base attack and your dex?
Oh, so plus 5 plus D20 plus shit. Hold on. The BAB is 4, and then Dex
Actually,
is
you know what? Since it's an
3,
improvised,
so
actually hold
7.
on. Since it's an improvised weapon, you would take a -4 penalty on it anyway. So that actually works out fine. Fortunately, hitting a large stationary object is an
10.
AC of 5. So
Hell yeah.
now make me a strength check just right quick. I just want to see how hard you threw this.
I was trying to just tap it against the window.
So you were
I'm not trying to break his window.
So you were lobbing it.
Yeah, I was thunk.
Oh, okay. So you're not like here's
I'm
the
not
wind up and the
pitching this
pitch.
motherfucker. No, I'm not trying to shatter the boy's window.
You shatter the boy's window, hit him in the head, and he falls unconscious. Now what?
Yeah,
No,
that's not what I'm aiming for.
That's what would have happened if you'd botched that attack roll, by the way.
Oh, I thought this would happen. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, no. I just need a person. Here we go.
And I am waiting on the ground, finger guns,
Alright.
thinking to myself,
Something tells me a young Sugtok seduced many a young maiden back in the day.
The window. There's the sound of a latch unlatching, and the window flies open. And then there's a very, very tense about 4 beats before you see a foot at the windowsill, and
fall.
you cast feather.
Oh, no!
You cast Featherfall on him, and he comes on down. It's like,
And he just glides, awkwardly flailing.
pretty much. He's got that, and you also see he's got his outfit. He's got his one visible arm. He's also got a rapier at his side and what appears to be a large sack on his back. He's like,
I'm gonna
"All
look
right,
around.
So you're with so you're all with Icar, right?
Indeed.
All right. Let's get going before Gorefangs comes
We got
back.
large sacks, don't we?
Let's get going before Gorefangs comes back quickly.
Yep. And let's get the fuck out, guys.
Yoink. All right.
Yep.
All right. Back
We all bail.
to the city map.
As he comes around the corner, Tenebrae will poke his head in to make sure everything is fine, and then slowly close the doors behind them.
You do.
Good man.
I'm sorry, how
So-
does a 3-headed guard dog come to guard a normal... Is this
He was a
normal?
gift from Barzillai to
Oh,
the family
right,
because it's a noble family.
Right.
A gift, much like prisoners are given gifts of chains. They're not charged for it, but I don't think they want it.
You dog, though.
Looks like it'd be a warm cuddler.
Well, you might think that, but then they tossed half of a lamb. Well, no, half of a lamb to it, and it was a.
Oh no, I mean heat. It looks demonic, so I figure it's warm.
I'm not sure if it's like fiery in nature like a hellhound, but its eyes glow at night. It's very unnerving.
Imagine the teething process of raising that dog. My goodness.
My
Should we have killed it?
Absolutely.
No, if you had fought it, one of those heads would have made a howl. It would have drawn guards.
So no, never mind. Absolutely not.
I'm
I
glad
look at Flickie and just like that.
Yeah. I go, you son of a, you got me.
All right.
We're gonna have to get back to our headquarters.
Well, you're gonna take him to.
I give Sugtok a mage hand high five, like from like across the bay, like when we're in the hideout.
We're not taking him back to the hideout.
Never
Yeah, we
mind,
gotta
I
get to
am
the
wrong.
docks.
Right, Tom.
Yeah, we gotta get to the docks. That's true.
Alright,
I
where
forgot
are
about
we?
that.
You guys are in the Greens, which is the noble district.
We're down here.
So we
Or
have to,
up here.
guys. We have to go to the coffee house. We cannot cross the bridge at night.
We're not supposed to cross the bridge at night.
But we can always take the sewers if we adventure as a
Don't have an
whole. If
exit
we all go
south
where
of the
neither
bridge.
me. Well, that's what I'm
You
saying.
want
I'm
to
sure
go
we could
exploring the
find
sewers
one.
now?
At night, with a guest that
You
the
know,
captain is very intent on seeing in person.
Couldn't you just find a boat?
Or we could just sleep.
Couldn't you
I
just
don't
find a
care.
boat at the harbor and cross the river that way?
It's been done before.
Does that cost more than 35?
Can we do it
silver?
after curfew?
It depends on how sneaky you are, I suppose. I'm not much help on that myself.
Well, why not just rest and then do it during the daytime when we're allowed to be around?
We do have someone we've kidnapped.
Yeah, but
We need to go.
No,
tonight.
but there.
because if my father notices that I'm missing, he'll start scouring the city for me.
Fuck. So we have to do this right now.
It has to be
Okay.
done now.
Well, then let's send it. I will fall behind anyone because I can't lead this. I will fall behind any good idea.
We should see if we can find any boatmen about who
Well,
are feeling a little
we'll find-
frisky.
No,
That's the idea.
We can
I don't trust strangers.
we can find a boat moored in the harbor and borrow it.
Get it across the river. Make its way back.
Well, maybe we should disguise our friend.
Let's just cover him in blankets.
He reaches into his bag and unfurls a cloak and throws it on, hood and all. How's that?
Good enough. Perfect.
Very tight.
You guys are probably, if you guys are going to do that, you're probably going to go to the harbor district and then make for this pair of docks right here.
Right. Yes, we'll just cross. We'll cross
Yeah,
the river
exactly.
at night.
Well, we have to find an abandoned boat.
All right, which means
We don't have to find an abandoned boat, just one that's not being watched.
Well, yeah, that is very close to the same thing that I was suggesting.
Abandoned implies no one's going to come back looking for it. Not watched means it doesn't matter if they're not coming back.
Oh, okay.
He
No,
did just own you,
one
Tim.
of our
That's
words
true.
had more agency than the other. That's fine.
Orion's belt.
We looked for a boat that probably isn't being looked at right now.
Make me perception checks.
Alrighty. I'm gonna roll a big one.
How's 35
Well-
with a nat 20?
Tib'resh finds what appears to be a fisherman's canoe tied up at one of the ends of the piers with, there's obviously a used net at the bottom and it smells like dead fish, but it should seat all of you for the short amount of time you're going to be needing it.
This looks literally perfect.
That's what a 20 will get you.
Hey, man. Yeah, exactly. Hey, I found the perfect boat for all of us to cross and not die. Yeah, I
we
rolled
should
an 18.
probably hold
so-
on. We should probably leave something for this fisherman if we're stealing a boat. That doesn't seem.
I leave 2 gold on the shore.
That's more than he'll make in a month.
I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna take 2 gold off my money count.
I want to pick up the 2 gold from behind him.
Oh, come on.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Hell yes.
Can I?
And,
Oh,
and
I-
Flickie, make me a perception check.
Perception. What do we got? I got. What's that? Plus.
I got a +3.
Plus 6. I got 25.
You notice Sugtok bend down to pick up the coins you just left in the dock.
And I go, stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Who are these for?
They're for the man whose canoe we just stole, who we're obviously not going to return it to.
Do you think he is going to be the one to find these coins?
Yes, because he probably fishes in the morning.
It's his money to waste. Let him spend it as he pleases.
Worst case, somebody else finds it and they do their own thing. We're right on the other side of the poor side of the rich side of the harbor. Jesus Christ.
This is the worst case scenario then, and I'm going to put it in my pocket.
No, you're not.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to mage hand his left shoe off.
Hold on.
Throw it into the river.
You can't. Mage Hand has 5 pounds worth of stuff, and it's going to take more than that to lift him up and take the shoe off.
Hey, what if I pushed him over and then I fucking tore his shoe off and throw it in the
Do
river?
you want to do that right now?
No.
Tib'resh, seeing this, tries to take the most neutral option. Loads up 3 gold into a small bag, which would hopefully be enough to weigh the bag down, and ties it to the rope and lets it sink, but still attached to where the dock was of the boat.
Okay.
So you just hope they're going to find it randomly?
I'm hoping it's subtle enough that no one who's not looking for it isn't going to find it.
Again,
That's fair.
It's his coin to waste.
That's
Let him
fair.
waste it as he sees
That's
fit.
fair.
Fair enough.
Marquel kind of has an aside to Tenebrae and says, Icar's got some strange friends.
To my understanding, this
Strange-
satisfies
strange-
the balance. We pay the
strange
man for what we're taking.
I
Strange
think
times,
it's funny
very
that
strange
we all
companions.
balance each other out way
Really?
too hard. Icar is my foil. I am Tibresh's foil, and Sugtok is Tibresh's Sugtok's foil.
By the way, Master Alorian, Icar wanted me to give you something.
Oh, yes, what?
Tenebrae is going to sock him in the face.
Oh, and Marquel folds like a cheap card table and goes down to the dock.
He said that was for his sister.
Ah. Well, the next time you see him, say message received. Ah. I deserve that.
I'll tell him.
World Star!
Now, are we done squabbling about how?
Across the face.
Are we done squabbling about how to pay the boatman for stealing his boat? And can we move on to stealing the boat?
Oh,
Sure,
yeah.
sure,
I
sure.
slapped Tibresh again just for fun.
Tib'resh does not blink and
I'm-
reacts very little.
I'm
I'm a
already
win.
in the boat.
So Marquel joined you.
We're all in the boat. One happy family.
Right?
Tib'resh is happy to. It's a fishing boat. I don't know how many people have to
I was
helmet,
gonna-
but I will start rowing across. Tib'resh is happy to help row across.
I was gonna make a berserk joke about being on the boat, but
Oh, no, too soon. Too soon.
Unfortunately, one of you actually has experience piloting small boats across the river at night, Tenebrae.
yes, that's true.
All right.
Didn't he
Tibresh,
fail
you,
last time and have to bail?
Tibresh, you okay here? Does the manual labor help your sickness?
I mean, yeah, it's not my favorite place to be, but if someone points me in the direction, I might be able to ignore it. You know, just put a bucket in front of me and put me behind the oars.
Despite
It's
the
fine.
fact that it's curfew, it's not like there aren't lights of the city across the river. It's not
No
that
one-
difficult to see.
No one rows faster than the man who's motivated to get out of the boat.
That's fair.
I'll try to keep up. And I grab the oar next to Tibresh.
I kick back because I am physically too weak to help, and I watch my party members do this.
You probably got
Now, as we're rowing, Tenebrae will ask Markel some more questions. You've got to be more valuable than just a captain's lover. Otherwise we wouldn't be here.
I may also have recently had some of my more inflammatory work targeted by one of the Lord Mayor's proclamations.
So you're the poison pen then?
Yes. That's the long and short
My
of it.
man. I haven't been able to get my hands on your works since the ban, but your writing is inspiring.
Oh,
How are you?
thank you. It's always nice to meet a fan.
Fan's the right word, but hey, you're a bit of a muse.
I try to do what I can, but given my father's recent overtures of support, it's not exactly the kind of thing I want him to find out.
What does the captain want with you as the poison pen?
I'll keep that to myself. I'll keep that to myself.
Tenebrae
I'll keep
just
that to
sort of-
myself.
Tenebrae just sort of chuckles.
The laughter is Luke. It doesn't actually come through him. It's like, I'll keep that to myself. Thank you. But after that, again, it's not that long to get across that stretch of the river. It's only about a few hundred feet.
After the first Tib'resh retch into the bucket, I'm gonna throw the bucket over the boat and say, just go in the river. I don't want to smell that.
Okay, fine. You take over rowing. I'll see you in a minute.
I grab his oar.
Well, your orc friend certainly doesn't have any sort of water legs, does he?
I'll get there one day. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
He will overcome.
But anyway, you guys reach the docks.
I figured it out, Tib'resh. Okay, we reached the docks. What are we going to do as a whole?
We need to get to Old Kintargo.
Yes,
which
we
means
do.
We need to find a way through the Old Kintargo gate, which is probably closed.
Actually, the salt gate is never closes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Especially when Tim plays Overwatch.
So we're just north of the Silver Star at those little docks? Or we're over
yes.
here?
Yeah, right.
We're over here.
Yeah.
Why?
So
Is
we
there
need
any
to get-
reason we don't take the river the rest of the way around?
Tib'resh.
Well, Tib'resh and also swimming around the keep is just begging to be spotted.
Yo, that's the whole prison area.
That is
Castle
the
Kintargo.
that is Castle Kintargo. That's the seat of authority.
Alright. So, do we want to zigzag through these buildings?
I mean, yeah, if we just want to take like a path that keeps us off the main streets as much as possible.
I agree entirely.
Tenebrae, you know these streets probably as well as anyone. Do you want to take point?
I've
bring
been
up the
here
rear.
for 100 and whatever. All right.
Well, would you prefer to take point?
Yes, I would actually. I don't mean to be that guy, but I legitimately have lived in this city for well over 100
I
years.
have very little local. So,
I have very
in
much
spite of
local
living
because
here
I've
my
lived
whole
here for
life.
100 years.
Okay, lead the way.
Let's roll, baby.
All right.
All right, one sec.
You guys make your way through Jarvis End and Old Kintargo.
Okay.
With his hundreds years of
Did we discover?
experience living in the city, it's not that difficult for Flickie to navigate you guys there along the upper skirts of the cemetery.
But I was like, come on, baby.
But you come to the Old Kintargo docks.
My 100 years of performance have brought us
Would
here.
someone like to let the crew of the Scourge know that we have something for their captain?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna pull out my wondrous raven.
You know,
and write-
now that I'm thinking about it, Sugtok, we should have just stuffed this guy in a barrel and brought him as a cask of ale.
Ah, that would have tracked.
Wait, what?
I write a note. We're here.
We're back. A dinosaur
That's-
story.
That's
Throw the
not,
raven to the captain.
that's not sufficient.
All right.
But okay.
You wait a minute or so, and then you see Lieutenant Nunez come out. She looks over the yard arm of the ship and says, "Ah, you're here. Come on up." And as you come on up, she holds the raven in her hand and says, "I think one of you will be needing this back."
Thank you. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna look at Icar and say, subtlety is key sometimes, darling.
Icar's not here. Icar
Or
is...
Tenebrae. I look
um,
at Tenebrae
All
and say it.
All right, and she sees Marquel under the cloak and says, "It's very nice to see you again, Lord Alorian. Please, this way." And she ushers you all into the captain's cabin.
Okay. Oh, never mind. You have something to say. I had my bet.
Yeah, as you guys come in, one of the halfling slaves is still playing his violin, and the captain is busy sitting at his desk. He appears to be drinking tea again and reading a book of poetry. And he looks up as you enter, and Marquel kind of one arm shoves his way past you all and says, "Here's your answer, Cassius." And then he leaps into the captain's arms, and the two have a passionate kiss.
Oh! The music changed! All right! What's up, baby?
It's tender and loving, and then they pull apart for a breath, and Captain Sargita's just like, "Marquel, my sweet impulsive boy." And they go in for another one. Before they realize that they're not exactly alone, they sort of stand apart. And Captain Sargita turns to you and says,
Oh, so we just kidnapped his boyfriend. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, that wasn't exactly what I wanted to put forward, but
Hey man, love is love, motherfucker.
but like I said, I'm now in your debt. Like, truly and wholly. I am a man who honors my debt, and he takes his teacup, finishes what's in it, and says, "You, the orc who's more green than usual, please come here.
Yes.
Take this cup for a second, please.
Okay.
Drop it on the floor."
Okay. I drop it.
Okay, now Tim, roll me a d8.
His name's Tib'resh.
No, I'm telling Tim to roll a d8.
Your mama.
I didn't realize you made a
This
new
music
character
is
in the
so
show.
like I'm like getting vibes right now, dude. This is an amazing choice.
Okay.
You rolled a 1. No.
I sure did.
You rolled a 1.
The cup falls to the floor and shatters into 3 pieces. And the captain says, "Make way, please, pick those up." And one of the halfling slaves comes over and carefully picks up the 3 shattered pieces of porcelain, and then hands the 3 shattered pieces to you, Tib'resh. And Captain Sargita says, "The 3 shards of this teacup represent the 3 favors that I owe you. Anything, short of outright public treason to the Queen, I will do for you. Simply write your request for me on a scrap of paper, wrap the shard of the teacup in it, and deliver it to me with one of your silver raven trinkets." Let me turn that music down.
Yeah, it's a bit much. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome, but it's a bit much.
It's swelled there. Yeah. Anyway.
Like the emotions in the room.
Yeah, literally, I was like, "Oh!"
Simply write your request on the scrap of paper, use it to wrap the shard of the teacup, and deliver it to me, either in person or using one of your silver raven trinkets.
Okay.
Know that you have earned a friend tonight."
Thank you very much.
So we have 3 separate things we can do, right? We have 1, 2, 3 separate scraps of teapot for favors.
Yeah, I made it weird. 1d8 plus 2 shards.
All right, so we have
Nice
3
job.
separate favors we have.
Tim,
From this
you
guy.
cost us 7. You cost us
You
7
just got
favors.
28 years of bad luck.
I can't believe I got the worst roll possible on that.
The captain also
I can. This game sucks.
The captain also says, "If it is something that I would not do or is not within my power, I will return the shard to you for future use, with an explanation that I cannot do what you have asked of me."
So we could conceivably bring it to someone else that accepts tea
No,
shards?
It's a one-person deal,
metaphor
Flickie.
for his favor.
Well, then why would he give us back the tea?
If,
All right,
if
never
he
mind.
can't
We give
fulfill
him the
the favor,
teacup,
we have
he
to be
gives us
reasonable.
a favor.
Dylan,
Remember,
Dylan, if you hand him the teacup and ask for a favor of, we would like a fleet of 35 ships. He's probably
Well,
gonna
I'm
go,
not gonna be
I
like,
can't
would
do
you
that. Try, let's save it for something I can actually do.
Okay, I understand the concept. I get you. Looking at Tim's nat 1, that's harsh in the
Hold on.
chat.
Hey, it
All right.
happens. 3 favors is easier to remember.
Yeah, that's true. All right,
Yeah, so
do
so-
our
so-
favor because I feel like we should while we're here.
What? Why?
Oh, we need a favor.
What?
That's how favors work, Flickie.
Can't we ask him to recruit as many people as possible to our cause?
That's outright treason.
Well,
But
one thing
these are-
it's
we
not
wouldn't do.
these
outright.
are these
No,
are
no,
these are
no.
valuable favors. Things we should
Okay, so-
preserve them for things that we would struggle to.
Or
He work well. A, he works for the Navy, and B, these are a consumable resource. We probably should hold on to them for when we're like really being fucked.
Yeah.
Yes.
fucked almost.
Yes,
That's fair. I'll give you that one. Okay, never mind. I rescind.
Yeah, Captain Sargita clarifies, it's like, I am a chillish patriot. I love my country, but Barzillai Thrun himself has wronged me, and since you oppose him, I aid you in opposing him. But at the end of this, I will remain a captain in the Chelish Navy. And I will not do anything to jeopardize that position.
No, we wouldn't. You wouldn't.
So he's willing to go against the system, but not enough to lose his job. Okay, cool. I see what's
Well,
happening.
to be fair, Barzillai got in the way of him having private time with his boyfriend.
Which we just fucking fixed, baby.
Tenebrae.
Okay, so what do we want to do? I'm gonna default to Icar / Tenebrae because I feel like I've been butt-horning these last like 2
Let's
sessions,
leave
and
the
I don't want to do that.
lovers to their time alone.
Tenebrae, we are passing the holding house on the way back. There is a demon I seem to remember you having problem with.
I don't recall having been a demon before.
What about that crazy-eyed bitch from the last session? Was that
Well
not
enough.
a demon?
Tenebrae did not meet that demon.
Well,
That's
I've heard
true.
rumor of a demon with pins of its face. We saw it the other week. It's torturing citizens left and right. Doesn't really seem the thing you would stand for.
If it's feeding information to the Thruns, then it's jeopardizing our operations in the city. Whether or not
we're
it's
passing it on the way home.
And how do you suppose we go in, fight only that, and leave without alerting any of the other guards who are to be sure to be on alert, considering I've recently heard of a prison transfer that they will all have to answer for.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about not alarming the other guards.
It's a heavy-ass
I
question.
see. So we kill
I miss
all of
busting
them.
skulls. Yes. Yes. He gets it. Someone gets it.
No,
gets me.
While I believe we could definitely take out more than a few, I don't believe we have the forces to take out a goddamn city's armed
As he
guard.
said we kill them all, I kind of sneezed into boar form out of excitement.
I'm thinking by this point you guys have left the ship.
But
Yes,
it's
we're
only your
talking as
nose.
we're headed back to the Salt Gate.
All right.
Like I got tusk erection, basically.
So when we know Garrett's horny, and we're like, oh, Jesus Christ,
I don't
man.
get horny,
put
I
that
get
away.
tusky.
I don't think
I get Sandusky.
I don't think
No,
now
I'm
is the
sorry.
time
All right.
for that.
The newest member of the Tusky GM.
Oh, Tenebrae, I'm just saying, on the way back to, I assume we're holding up at Tibresh's. It's the closest.
So
On the way
you
back
and
to
I, you
Tibresh's,
and I
we may or may
breaking-
not pass the
you and
holding house.
I break into a currently active prison, neutralize anyone who gets between us and the chitin, and send the demon back to the abyss.
How's it sound?
That's fine with me, but it sounds like the other two don't have the stomach for it.
Tib'resh, do you think the balance is served by a demon extracting information from civilians and feeding it to an evil entity that is in power, tyrannically holding a city?
No, obviously. But if it compromises our position in what we're trying to do, then
well, what are we trying to do? What are we
we-
trying to do, Monk?
Get
out
right
of there.
now?
Hold on, I gotta get
Killing
Get out of there.
Thrune associates.
What are you doing? Why are you like this?
Oh, is that your cat?
No.
He's talking to the chitin. Just thinking about what he would say.
Son of a bitch.
Why are you doing
Why are you like this? Why do you do this?
I am worried about the Silver Ravens compromising their position. That is what I'm more concerned about. I don't know if we have enough support in the city to bring the full weight of the city down upon us.
We don't yet. I 140% agree with fucking Tib'resh. I believe that we have to be cautious.
Mind
until
you,
we
I
have more
put my
support.
hand on Boarris's shoulder. It bothers me every single day. I
So-
understand that the balance is being upset within that building every day, and it is my job to bring them to justice.
If they don't catch us on the way out, they won't know it was the Ravens. I
You-
thought about burning our sigils.
You
to
think
the
we
floor.
can subtly take
Oh.
out a creature that we've never dealt with before very
this
quickly?
This
Like,
isn't subtlety. This is sending a message.
All right, I'm back. Sorry,
I don't think-
my cat jumped into the dresser, and when she does that, she can't get out and causes a whole fuss.
Well, I'm insisting that we're not quite ready to. I do think taking out a holding house is going to bring a lot of attention upon us, and I'm concerned about that. Even though
I
it is
understand.
obviously problematic that the demon is in there doing terrible things to people.
Every group needs its cowards. I understand.
Especially Tib'resh, because he's a fucking pussy.
Oh,
It's-
Flickie, so you're up for the raid.
Yes, let's roll, but I'm also going to stay at the back.
It's not cowardice. It's making sure we're in a. All right. Fuck it. All right.
It's the blue line flag.
No.
It's not a swastika.
You guys are right.
Let's.
Beautiful.
Okay, I'm cutting this off right now.
All right. Okay. Let's all laugh out. Jesus Christ.
Oh, we'll fix it in post, but wonderfully done.
I will fix it in post.
Oh boy, that's getting way
Or
too
rather,
political.
we'll hide it in post.
Yeah, I'm hiding that in post.
Okay. All right, I'm good.
So, Tib'resh,
Sorry.
is it?
I'm here to support the Silver Ravens. I hope we don't get into too much trouble.
I hope we do.
I'm in the back like, I hope we don't.
And this is. Do we have to roll stealth for sneaking through the city to the holding
There's
house?
no way we're sneaking. We're talking to people. Wait, are we hollering at Tib'resh or are we hollering at townspeople?
It's nighttime. It's curfew. The townspeople.
Yeah,
are
I guess we
inside.
have been talking.
That's what
rather
I'm
loudly
saying.
among
I was like,
ourselves.
we're just like outside yelling. Like, we're not helping.
So Tib'resh, I believe you said, "All right, fuck it."
I said, all right, fuck it, as in, I will assist you.
My man,
What's that?
Tenebrae,
I don't think I need to restate my position.
let's do this.
Lauren, you okay?
My wife made a loud ass yawn, like she got stabbed. Yawn.
Interesting yawn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who the hell gets yawned when... I mean, that... Never mind.
No, it was like a sound like she got stabbed instead of a sound
No,
like
you're
she...
good. You're good. Are you going to ask me if I want to join, or am I just going to...
I did! You already said
Oh.
yes and that you'd hide
Oh,
towards
I
the
was
back.
the first person. Yep, I'm an idiot. Don't pay any mind to me, boy.
Alright, so I'm going into boar form on the way over there. Luke's like, fuck you, I hadn't prepared this encounter for tonight, you fucking assholes.
Oh, here's the thing. It's not happening tonight because I'm going to be calling it as you guys come to the door because it's getting late. I promise, you guys don't have the time to go through an
come
entire
on.
encounter, but it will be a fun way to kick off
Yeah, we
next session.
do.
That's fair.
No, you don't. Some of us have work.
So all of us have work.
Wait, tomorrow?
I'm covering it.
I got work tomorrow.
I
that
fucking have work. I
sucks.
got 2.5 hours of overtime.
I get.
Oh, also, Tim, for the chill sesh tomorrow, I'm gonna be coming over a little bit late, but it'll be I'll be there.
Bring the computer.
I'm not at my parents' house, but I'll try.
I get pimped out to Amazon tomorrow.
Either way, let's finish this session up. Let's roll. Let's skip a beat so Luke can do the edit.
So yeah, what's XP totals?
As you guys come to the outside of the holding house, you get your unsheath your weapons, you get your magical fuckery ready, and I call the session as Sugtok's theme song plays us out.
The drums of war.
Alrighty then.
And we're not. And we don't get an action this week, correct?
It's only been like a day.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Alright, but for making the diplomatic choice to accompany Elia back without her having to strong-arm you guys, for extracting Markwell without alerting Gorefang or any of the guards, and for dropping him off at the captain's, you guys get 2,800 experience points.
Whew.
Excellent.
Also, sorry, hold on a second. I forgot something. And for recruiting Cassius as an ally, an additional 200 points. So that's a total of 3,000.
3,000. Oh, my room.
So 17.
So
18.
Yeah, it should be 18 450.
Hell yeah, I fucked up somewhere.
Yes.
Garrett's like, well, fuck it.
Let me tell you what Captain Sargita gets you as an ally to the rebellion.
Oh, tell me it's good.
As
baby.
long as he's aligned with you, you guys are immune to the increased patrols event if I roll it, and if I roll it, you instead gain 3d6 supporters.
So if you were to roll the random patrol, we get supporters instead.
As long as the captain is allied with you.
Do we have the group that
Tight.
can manipulate events right now?
Yes, you do. The Kabbalists.
So we can manipulate events, and that's more of a chance of that, which means hella supporters. Fuck yes.
Pretty much.
Well, hell
That's
yeah.
awesome. Hell yeah.
So, shit, I guess we're done then, right?
Oh man.
Yep, you guys. Yep. 2 weeks from now, you guys are going to be. Well, you went into the jail and stealthily got out the people, and now you're going to go in and kill everyone else.
Listen, now there's not a guy. There's
Yeah,
not
I
a
was
guy
about to say.
breathing down my neck that I need to be sneaky about breaking his.
I
voice
would
out.
like to point out of character, Octavio's probably not going to see this as a cool thing.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be like, this
Listen,
is kinda going against what I'm here
No,
for.
my thought process is his orders were he didn't want people to know that the breaking out of his people, they didn't want to know where they were and think it was trouble caused by
Well,
them.
he
So
also
they
he
wanted
also
it.
specifically asked us to do it in a way that would demonstrate that we can abide by the laws and rules of the city. Going in and
Demonstrated
beating the
that.
shit out of all these guards is both unlawful and, reckless. Like, I'm down for it, but I just want you to understand
No stopping
that
this
other
train.
people are probably not going to like it.
Icar/Tenebrae brings up a good point. I believe we should go along with the people who are willing to fucking help us. I think we should
I'm
follow
not
along
saying
with their
that in
requests.
character. I'm just reflecting on it out of character. In character, Icar is down.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go as Roger, the experienced role player, even more pull than Icar, says maybe we should help the people who ask us
We
about
did.
something
I
specific.
mean, I'll argue with the guy and I'll tell him it was me.
And
on
we
my
can
own
keep
who
doing
did
it.
I mean,
anything
if
comes up.
I'm not
we can
saying
go in and, incapacitate these people without killing them, save for the one thing that we're here to get rid of, that's probably the best way through. But I don't know if you guys can demonstrate an appropriate amount of restraint to not kill these people. After all, they are just dudes who were they show up for work, they clock in, they clock out. I don't know how many of them are invested in through.
we could perceivably charm some of
just
them and
think
knock
about
some of
it.
them out.
You can just go
Think
non-lethal and try to knock him
about
out.
it, before next week. If
We'll see.
Hey, either way, I love you guys, and I'm gonna get the hell out of here. All right.
Night, guys.
Have
all
a good
right, it's
night,
almost
dude.
10 o'clock.
Adios.